Mid-round. battle, Pyro! Yoshi, Villager. Kirby! One, go!
changes.
Team battle. Team battle. Mid-run. Kirby. Dr. Mario. B-Brawler. Team battle. B Gunner. Alto Hyra. Kirby.
Yeah! Alright, what's up everybody? We've got me, Cody, everyone's favorite Cody.
And me, JJ Sauce.
Alright, so we've got a pretty good matchup going on. Descalay and Sash were in winner's side of the race. But Blitz and Raging Narwhal just reset the bracket on them. So this is the final set of Grand Game 1. We've got the Raging Narwhal Kirby, Blitz as Tyra, Sash, Falcon, and Descalay with his patented teddy bear control.
That's right, straight edge guard on Kirby.
Descalay recently graduated at the end of last year and spent a few months in Italy right in quarantine. So he was stuck in Italy as much as he was stuck. So he had to continue tournaments there too. From what I heard, did really well at them. Getting some good wins on some of the top players in Italy. But so we looks like Blitz and Raging Narwhal are on their last stocks, with Sash also on their last stocks. Fortunately for him though, Descalay has a stock. Oh, I can see the commentator's curse. I couldn't have said it. Alright. Alright, well this is gonna be tough, I'd say, for Descalay. He's definitely the best player here, but I mean, 2 versus 1 is still tough, especially versus that massive sword that the other one is impossible to hit.
Kirby's under 50% still. Plays off from the
Oh man! A super clutch down smash from Descalay, taking out Blitz. This is definitely winnable. Descalay, I mean, he's really good. But, of course, we can't sleep on Raging Narwhal. He's won a few tournaments since he started back. Descalay, his very patented zoning game. Between him and...
Oh, great. That's
hard read from Raging Narwhal. Well, man, it really looked like Descalay was going to bring that one back, but here we are. So we're only doing best of 3. Normally finals are best of 5, but looks like they're doing a best of 3. So
it's because the singles bracket has started.
Yeah.
So move it along.
Understandable. Well, that means that Descalay and Sash are on their tournament game. This could be the end for them. Or we could have another exciting game after this one.
Team battle. We got Mithra. Alco. Kirby.
Alright, game 2. Will Descalay and Sash be able to win this one and then win the tournament?
We'll see if they can avoid some unfortunate SDs that occurred last week.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, everyone's kind of scrambling at the beginning here, but looks like we got Sash and Raging Narwhal doing their own thing to Descalay. Looks like Blitz ran over to try to help Raging Narwhal out, but it appears to not really be working out in their favor. Ooh, that's very near miss.
Not looking good for Blitz and Narwhal.
What a great edge guard. Falco with that spike.
Narwhal's lost his first stock already.
Honestly, Falco's dare, it's a contender for best dare in the game. You know, the fact that he can combo off it, he can combo it itself and get so far away. Falco received a few buffs during quarantine that we haven't really gotten to see in offline tournaments.
Strong down B by Kirby.
almost pulling Raging Narwhal. That probably was not. Alright. Almost another
Great DI.
Oh, with the alright. Sash, 2 stocks, Descalade, 3 stocks. Raging Narwhal has a total of 3 stocks.
Narwhal's got knocked out again. That's all looking good for them.
Alright, Descalade just lost his first stock almost 2 minutes into the game. Whatever Blitz is, or whatever Descalade and Sash said to each other in between the games, it's paying off.
Team synergy is through the roof right now.
Now, JJ saw you play a little bit of Kirby. What do you think of these matchups?
Kirby's not the greatest in group matchups. He doesn't have enough range and speed to get to where you need to get to your teammate on time to help or to punish an opponent. Kirby's a little slow in the air.
That is true. Kirby not known for his punish game. You have Falco with one of the best punish games in the entire roster. You need Gunner who can punish you from anywhere on the stage.
Yeah.
Blitz and Raging Narwhal on their last stock. Sash last stock. Descalade 2 stocks. So it looks like for the most part, Descalade's been taken out in the back. And Sash with Falco has been just running in and racking up the damage, getting the kills. Descalade taking the little technical difficulty back here. I think we're all good. Pyro PM claiming it's his fault. We all hate him.
That is a fact.
Oh my god.
Get parried, get parried.
That parry?
Wow.
If he didn't parry that would have resulted in a stop for Blitz. Descalade using knee gunners. Very, very broken ledge trap.
Yeah, very oppressive on the ledge there.
Okay. Descalade. Oh, Sash took the stock. Descalade accidentally killed him.
Descalade is one hit away.
See, yeah.
Oh, great DI, great DI.
Great DI. Oh, man. The stealth burst.
Tied up 1-1. Grand final.
All right, that's
Best
1-1.
of 3. We're going to game 3.
This is the last game in this doubles tournament. Descalade and Sash looking pretty dominant that game. Just want to sit down.
No, I'm good. I'm just good. I'm gonna have the stream over here so you guys can watch it on the screen. It'll be a little bit more for you guys to watch it.
Team battle. Pyro.
You guys can move over.
V-Gun. Falco.
Excuse me, after this.
Corona Flag.
Alright.
Looks like, yeah, Narwhal did a character change. He's going to Piranha Plant.
Raging Narwhal Piranha Plant? It's pretty gross.
Go.
I've seen it in action before.
Foresight.
JJ thought I got a lot of Piranha Plant today.
Now it's terrifying.
Yeah, I'm putting the left hand. Doubles Piranha Plant? The game plan really is to sit back, abuse your super armor. Oh, that was start from there. Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's
way is keeping Blitz on the ledge. He's not letting him back center stage.
The stage is pretty good right now.
Yep, there we go.
Look at that first stock.
Ooh, great spike by Sash. Oh, you missed it twice.
Raging Narwhal. Can Blitz take 5 stocks? Oh, he got 1. That's 1. 4 stocks. Can Blitz take 4 stocks?
It's pretty high margin. First margin from to make this game on the go possible. But
Good edge guard. But as far as edge guarding goes, it's pretty difficult to block. Tyron, not the greatest job. However,
ooh, a pump. Took out that, but still 3 stocks to go.
so he's taken 5 stocks. Oh, that's
Margin is deep. Disco and Sash win grand finals.
Red team win.
both he had money on this game, would have put it on them.
Yeah, game 2 they really showed their team synergy and they carried that strong into game 3.
Well, that's the end of that. Time for singles.
JJ Sauce taking on Sash, first round. Time for a big upset, 12th seed.
Yep. JJ Sauce is getting the download on Sash here.
That's right. I was watching very closely. You'll see a big upset.
The advantage for JJ Sauce, Sash has no idea who he plays or how he plays.
That's right. It's time for the element of surprise.
Sash, get over here. Sash, get over here.
Do you want to make fun of people on stream?
What?
Do you want to make fun of the stream chat?
Zem, your shit production. Sash, what do you have to say? We're on stream.
What's going on, boys? It's your main. I would say your main man, but anyway, what's going on? Me Gunner at the ledge. Yo, I don't know, man. Like, you gotta ask Desclay about that. But it's me, Sash from Farmville. Let's see. Well, we got like a small turnout going on over here at Liberty. I think this is pretty awesome, actually. Like, what do you guys think? I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Glad that the 10-man restrictions are gone.
I know. Like, I was worried that would affect like so much because you guys were doing like 8 people at one point?
Yep.
It's like 8? How does that work out for a bracket? It's stupid.
Yeah, you play like 4 games and then redemption starts. So, right.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like it's time for JJ Sauce.
But yeah, I will be back. I want to do a little bit of commentating on some of
Dude,
these matches.
I'll be here.
Yeah. Blitz versus Pyro.
Go!
I'm not sure if they played, but I remember seeing Pyro do a lot of matches at Battle for the specifically against Jay Moto.
Oh, that's a legendary set, my friend.
Yes, it was.
The
That
entire venue.
Ooh.
What?
Let's see, knows a little bit about Mr. Pyro. He was especially hyped and scared. This was a little bit more than just the average player.
Blitz actually dropping his name since the game came out, Inkling, to play forever in Lynchburg.
I will be back, boys.
Alright. JJ Sauce and Sash off to play their set.
Time for Cody to take over the commentator's booth.
But yeah, King Koa Gaines talking about me Gunner at the ledge. So yeah, that grenade that he shoots is actually plus 10 on shield, which means that when he shoots that, if it hits shield, me Gunner can act 10 frames before the person's shielding. So yeah, it's just absurd and extremely fresh. You want to commentate? Okay. You want to play or set, or do you want to wait a little bit? Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're ready. to the thing that's happening. Pyro with the kill. Edgeguard or commentating alone feels so creepy. Dude, I hate when like, not I hate, but it's so funny how MVP has. Well, goodbye. I have to play my set.
Alright, Blitz Tapes game 1 against Pyro. It's definitely with Pyro Mythra coming out. It's definitely a hard matchup for Samus, in my opinion, due to the fact of how Mythra could just go in and then just spam moves because of frame data. It looks like we're gonna be going on to small. Whatever decision they're making, they're going on to small battlefield in game 2. I do think that Pyro Mythra is pretty good in this game, but they definitely do have their flaws if they get called out on it.
Stop the battle!
Mythra! In game 2 on small battlefield. Definitely gonna be an interesting set. You don't really see. Usually you see this a lot online, but now with this offline, it's definitely a different setup. Yeah, already going in. Already Pyro's going in with the bread and butter, upper. Going on the easy goes with the set. Let's going out to the side to try to catch it from landing. The good draft from Pyro, and let's start the catching. Excited about the right now, Pyro's up stock and hasn't taken any damage here. Right now, he's looking pretty good right now. So right now, let's get him off the damage to the board with Mythra. He's a good combo with up there, could be. Alright, good play. And that's another SD going on from there. I'm gonna say that that was a true combo of the SD with it being a 69. Yeah, right now this is just looking clean, looking like a quick game for Pyro going into gameplay, but anything can happen in Smash. But as way as he's looking right now, this might go off quick. Blitz is not catching the landing from the dare. Alright, good charge shot. The biggest issue with Pyro's side B I have is that it just leaves it way too vulnerable. Like, yeah, you can shield, you can roll, you can go footstool out of the combo of the side B. But if they just shield, you can just roll out and you can just get out of it easily. Yeah, good catch with jabbing to dash back grab. Right now, Pyro's playing really well against Pyro Mythra. Let's catch him in the air. Right now, he's going to juggle, catching his land and not letting him land. Well, Pyro answers back with falling through the platform into Zaire, and Blitz answering back with his own stuff. And then Blitz going in with the down air and lives at that. And that up throw is going to kill and taking it to game 3.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so mad I guess these plays. That is just so good. I knew I was going to survive that. Wow.
And that's what I mean. Like, Pyro Mythra being good, but once you get an opening onto them, you can pretty much just combo them the same way they combo you. Them out them back to small battlefield. Let's see who's gonna take this. Are they going small battlefield? Yep, going back to small battlefield. All right, here we go. Game 3. Let's see. All right, Bliss is going to need to put in some work to make this comeback. All right, starting off. Ari strong into the missile, into the grab combos. All right. And Pyro's calling out a lot of Blitz's options with Pyro Mephra. Basically, because like if you know that they're just gonna be coming in and running and gunning, like it's just gonna be free for Samus because they can just back out. But right now, this is playing really good. Right now, it is an even field. Missing the grab after the charge shot, but right now this is looking to Pyro's favor percent-wise, and he does have the momentum in regards to this. All right, so side B off Blitz. I assume that this is probably a misinput. But he's going to need to pick up the slack onto this. Yeah, that definitely did look weird, but what happens is that the hitbox on it is like one hitbox on each end per half second, but he was able to catch through and get the invincibility and punish him for it. Right now, Blitz is keeping him in the air, having the momentum back on him. Goes side B while he was running on top. Not really the greatest option there. All right. But that was good recovery from Blitz using the side B to pressure against Pyro from edge guarding. Well, he recovered. Good charge shot from Pyro, be able to recover. Blitz again going out to side B to be able to put on some pressure. Tries to go for prominence to both, try to close out that first stock. Right now, both are sitting at high percent, and it looks like Pyro gets him with the missile, end up gipping him from his stock. This could go even right here if Blitz is able to take the stock. Blitz does take the stock with F tilt. Right now, it is looking pretty even on game 3. Bladebuster is.
What?
I have no explanation. Ultimate's just trash with ledges. Apparently, with that ledge is that there's a Twitter video that's found out that there's a piece of coating that's in there that if it was taken out, the ledge would actually work as the ledge, and you won't feel like you're actually fighting against it, nor in where you can actually snap. But you know, Nintendo. But yeah, Blitz putting on some good pressure and then getting the kill with the bear. So right now he did bring it back, but Pyro punished him with down throw, and then after Blitz trying to land. Pyro's putting on a lot of pressure here. All right, Blitz catches him from running with side B. Blitz is definitely relying on the side B to be able to get him the win right here. Right now, Pyro calling down a lot of this stuff. Here, up throw might kill here. No, he goes for forward throw and try to go for an edge guard. He does make it back. And the charge shot will clear here, and Pyro takes game 3, making him advance in winner's bracket.
No, 2-1. You got the first kick. You definitely got that first kick.
All right, we're going into the next winner's side match. Sash versus Fushi. Sash is from the Farmville side, and Fushi, I believe he's in the Southwest Virginia scene. Fushi, where are you from? Like, are you an LU student?
Yeah, I'm a LU student.
Okay. And Fushi recently joined LU and now is competing in Ultimate with the scene. And for what I've seen, Fushi plays between Byleth and Villager. So we're going to see either Byleth Villager from Fushi, or we're going to be seeing Toon Link and Falco from Sash. So we're going to see how that goes. All right, so it looks like this is an Untitled Goose stream. We are switching games. This is now an Untitled Goose game speed run race. We are doing garden percent. The first person to get the gardener to hammer his thumb wins.
Yeah, I know. I've only seen gameplay, but I've never actually touched it.
I hear it. Do y'all see the gameplay on your end?
No, played you. I haven't played doubles.
I think it's my Switch. Press the home button.
My memory's like not that great.
I'm just gonna switch over that for them.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh no, I know what it is. No, it's fine.
Commentary's not on.
The song's going through right now.
Shouldn't be.
It is. There's the game audio.
The source isn't even.
There's a mic, right? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, no, it was still capturing the mic, but yeah. Alright, so it looks like Fushi is going to go Villager. So it'll be Valkyrie Villager. This is looking to be a long game right here, so definitely get comfortable and we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we go. Starting off, Sash going in with fall platform reverse laser. Right now Sash doing his good bread and butter with is landing near him doing up tilts and catching with the side B. And now Fushi is putting on a lot of pressure right here. So good thing with the gyro with the Void Rocket. Ooh, almost catches him with the Dare Spike. Almost catching him with the bowling ball. Right now, Fushi putting in a lot of pressure against Sash. Sash shining back the Void Rocket. Right now, it's looking like an equal game. Fushi landing and catching him with the jab. So, this is definitely looking to be a spacious game right here. But But I thought it was going to be that, but now it's just looking more aggressive. Okay, I thought Sash was just going to side B and then jump him into Bear. But it definitely wasn't the wrong thing to wait. Good recovery from Sash, baiting out the Dare. Ooh, almost getting spiked there from the turnips. Alright, so let's see. We're able to super armor right through it. Getting caught by the Lloyd Rock is going to need to be careful right there. Good bait on him trying to approach him with Lloyd Rocket and shining it away. Sash getting hit with the Lloyd Rocket again. Having trouble trying to get back on the stage and put back pressure and get back to momentum. But right now the momentum is in Fushi's. So let's see. This may or may not kill. It will not kill. Maybe near ledge. It's like Villager's jab is like Bowser Jr.'s jab where it can kill, but usually high percents. Almost catching it with Nair. Good shine. He shines the pallet and he shines the Lloyd. Both are trying to bait one another out, trying to get an opening. Alright, he gets hit by the Lloyd Rocket. Right now he's in an uncomfortable situation. Oh, he lives that. How? He's at 188. And Sash side B is in the up air taking the first stock. Fushi's going to take this first stock to get the momentum back. Right now, Sash is putting in some momentum right here. And Fushi catches the Falco up B with the up air, taking the stock. And now he's set. Fushi taunting behind tree. Most likely to bait Sash to go down the tree so he can use his axe. Alright, good. Alright, so good up throw in the nair. That was good. Sash catching a lot of Fushi stuff. One thing I say is that you really don't see a lot of Falcos at all in the Smash scene recently. Mainly because, mainly it's just like Larry Lurd that's just known to play Fox Falco. I can't really name another Falco that is like well known, like in the PGR scene. So it's definitely hard to try to point those out, but it's definitely nice to see a lot of Falcos coming out in the woodworks. Sash almost killed him with up throw up there again. Oh, that was a good shine. Sash definitely ahead in percent, and is definitely putting on a lot of pressure and has a lot of momentum against Fushi. Fushi's gonna have to pick it up to be able to get ahead against Sash. Right now, Fushi is answering back and baiting out his landing options, and Sash doing the same against his fair. Ooh, almost catching the landing, trying to bait a roll, hit up F smash. Ooh, and Sash enters with the jab with the down tilt, killing him off top, getting the star KO. So this is definitely, Sash is definitely taking this home, but Fushi can still bring this back. Ooh, Sash entering with up throw up air, getting on some more percent. This is good. Ooh, he pockets the laser, throws it, and then throws fair, getting to get off. Right now, Fushi can either kill off jab, he can kill off grab, or he can kill off from down tilt. This is definitely looking tough for Fushi. Ooh, good side B. Oh, almost caught it. Oh my god! And he goes for the dare spike, catching his balloon just side B and then going for that's insane. Sash takes game 1. I was not expecting that side B to just take out the balloons. That was insane. At that point, with villagers having one balloon, you're practically just dead. All you need to do is just, like with Falco, just dare spike him, and he's gone. All right, so going into game 2. Oh, Fushi is opting for Link this time. Falco versus Link is definitely an even matchup because Fushi can just pretty much do the same, except he has a pretty good nair for approaching option, and he has bomb as a recatchable projectile. Not to mention that Link has one of the best gentlemen in the game, in my opinion. He can actually do good combos into bomb or even into arrow. Right now, Fushi is even showing that the nair being good and his approaches and the tilts just being really good. Pretty much just playing neutral, putting on a lot of pressure. Sash ready to use his shine to be able to go for the bomb. And that was a good combo out of that from shine and the grab into that forward throw. Right, yeah, Sash is definitely answering back hard. We're playing safe. Sash catching him and going for back throw. Goes to the side B. That could have been a punish. That he could have easily died right there, surprisingly. Alright, punishes with fair. Tries to go to the edge guard with nair. Side B's in case he jumps from ledge. Falco was honestly slept on because due to the fact that A good amount of his landing option is safe when they're off stage. And the fact is that Saibi can just punish. And Fushi punishing his Firebird with the bomb and then closing out the stock. Sash might be doing the same here. Almost landing that up throw up air. Yeah, it ain't melee where you can just try to confirm up throw or down up throw in the bear. But yeah, Sash does close out the stock, and right now it is even. And then Fushi answers back from taking the stock, getting up to 28%. Oh, Sash doing some combos with his own bomb. This is actually looking kind of saucy. Catches him with the near. Tries to go for Firebird from catching the jump, but Fushi catches it with fair. Throws the bomb up smash, and tries to go for bomb, but ends up failing. Down throw in the up air, almost. Right now, Fushi does have the momentum back again. He shines the bomb to where, nice. Ooh, almost killing. That boomerang almost did it for him. Catch with up tilt. Ooh, and that will take the stock. Right now, this is looking like Fushi's game. Ooh, laser catches the boomerang. All right, back throw, laser. Sets up for fair. You definitely want to be careful against Link's up smash. Because that up smash can literally just catch any type of landing or just coming off platform. Another up smash, goes for grab, back throw. Almost in the laser. Recovers himself with the bomb. Oh, if he up smashed, that probably would have killed. That dare almost getting the spike. Ooh, that upbeat. Almost taking Sash stock. That was really close. I didn't know who was going to die there. Alright, fastball air dodge just threw in there. And then he... Fushi definitely putting in a lot of pressure and showing that he's able to compete with one of the best in our scene. Oh, catch the side B with the arrow. Tries to go for bomb, tries a 2-frame with bomb. Honestly, the audio was just going to jump there. Alright, so Sash does give up smash. He is at 150, so anything at this point will kill him. Even forward throw. Goes for up throw. There. And that's an untouchable death. Fushi takes game 2. Alright, we're going to the last game of the set.
Everybody may have your attention. Me and a coworker of mine, John, are about to chug fat milkshake. You're not going to beat him.
Alright, I'm watching this man chug this fat milkshake.
Start the battle. Link. Alto. Three, two, one, go!
All right, here we go. So, game 3, Sash versus Fushi. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Commentating. Okay, hello.
So, all right, up close and personal. Fushi not afraid to get in personal. I'm surprised he's using Link right now, not Villager, but I guess he's scared of the Falco matchup with Villager. Gets that forward smash, reflects the bomb, does nothing. A little bit back and forth right now.
One trying to pressure the other.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're trading blows right now. They're not really getting too much of a combo or anything. So, oh, there's the missed up B, and missed opportunity to punish that, but still gets a decent chunk of damage right there. There's the forward smash. Uh-oh. Okay, well, there goes that ledge trap. Uh-oh. Sash's momentum's up. Okay, he's still going. Ooh, nice bomb. Wish he followed up with something, Bo, but, you know, what you gonna do about it? Oh, and,
Ooh,
missed the
misses
forward
punish.
smash. Misses the punish. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, they're still going back and forth. Nothing too crazy happened so far except for that miss. So that's about it. You know, misses happen. SDs happen. Oh, Sash got him on the ropes. He's got him on the ledge. And there's the dare.
There's the down air.
All right.
He's gonna have to pay for that with his stock. Now it's a close match. Can he keep his stock while trying to kill the other one?
And
I spoke
Fushi
too
gets
soon.
him back. Fushi gets it back. It's a close game. Good reason. There's a reason this is going for best of 3 right now. Oh, almost gets the bomb. And not that boomerang like every single Link in the world. If you don't throw out the boomerang, well,
Hey,
I mean,
don't insult the Link people.
I mean, I'm not insulting. I'm saying that's just normal.
Oh, that's just a fact?
It's just a fact. Yeah, every Link throws out boomerang, and if you don't, you're doing something wrong with your character. Unless you just really hate projectiles, then why are you playing Link? Like, that's just my opinion. If you don't like Link, if you don't like projectiles, don't play Link.
Yeah, you can
That's-
always play Toon Link.
You can always play Little Mac.
Yeah.
If you really hate projectiles and you hate yourself that much. Oh,
Oh,
and there's the out smash to finish the set. All right, all right. Sash 2-1 against Fushi. All right, you got it. All right, cool. My buddy Pyro PM here's got the score. Let's give him a second. All right, and that's the set. Sash wins 2-1. Next up, I hear we're getting, I think we're getting BB and B2 on stream. You're up, BB. All right, so this should be very exciting. I know I've fought BB before. He has a very decent, very scary Zero Suit. First tournament out a couple weeks ago, and that was his first tournament ever, and he performed very well. So I'll be curious to see how he performs this one. And B2 is from Farmville, and a very prominent and elite member of the Sync Heroes team.
I'm the third best in the Sync Heroes.
He claims to be the third best, but I don't know. I'm getting confirmation from Sash that is not the case.
Yeah, Sash is like.
Okay. Yeah. I'm getting conflicting stories here, guys. I mean, come on, you got to give me something. But as far as I know, B2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
I got a few things I want to say.
we got Sync Heroes team member Sash here to commentate a little bit on this match. Sash, what would you like to say?
First, I'd like to say that B2 is a con man. He's not all of what he.
Didn't I take $5 from you and restock man?
Yes, the connection was solid. We played like 20 to 30 before the people.
Didn't I spike your ass?
Yeah, I remember that. I took part in that, and I actually stuck around to watch for a bit. It was very fun to watch him react to every match, and I feel like the best way to describe B2 is an airhead. I think that's about right. Am I right or wrong?
He's like a deer. Yeah, he's like a deer in the middle of a road. He doesn't know which way to go, but he's gonna go somewhere. Even if he's gonna go straight into the car that's approaching him.
He's that guy that's like, you know what? I don't care if I lose. I'm gonna take you on, and then I'm gonna blame you and say it wasn't my fault that the car won.
Doesn't matter if it's a money match, a losing money match, or if it's just grave, like just complete grave danger. He's going in, and that's what we're gonna see here today. But the question is, who is he gonna pick? Now, B2, he plays two different characters very. I would say very proactively.
Isn't it? As far as I remember, it was Samus and Sonic, right?
Yes.
Talk about polar opposites of characters.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you got one that's a lot more projectile based, and you want to keep them zoned out in a way while still going in a little bit. But Sonic is just straight up going at it, just like.
Yeah, he's
like
really,
you can't stop him.
Really,
He's way too fast.
Really aggressive character. Then you switch off to Samus. Samus can be very aggressive too in your face, but mostly all about the projectiles. And Sonic just doesn't really have anything like that. And just.
But it doesn't matter. For Sonic, it doesn't matter. He could still go all in on that.
So I want to talk about B2 real quick. His playstyle is not exactly like the most Sonic players that you would see. Today we're gonna probably see him mostly.
And he picks
different
Samus
from him. Oh wait, hold on. So wait, BB. I don't. Wow, these player names. I don't know what's going on right now, but look.
But yeah, so BB all right, start of
B2.
match 1. Battle of Summit, that's a good song, by the way.
Yeah, I love that song. And it looks like we have a mirror match here. Well, not semi.
No. Here's the story behind this match, all right? So this is basically like a testing area, and it's got to test. There's a computer system on the suit that acts like Samus when she's not in it. So while she trains her physical body, she's also making sure that the actual suit works by itself.
Okay.
So she's kind of working out the kinks before she goes on her next mission. That's the story behind this.
So it's gonna be like one of those missions where she goes in. If she doesn't do well, she wakes up out of the training module room. And she's landed the
so
will say
either way,
85%.
Either way, technically she's the winner. Because if you think about it, if the suit wins, well, it is her suit, so that's good. That means it's doing its job. But if she wins, she wins. Yeah. I mean, that just means that she's in for
just like ZSS with that force match, taking that first stop with that force match, dude.
BB's going all in right now. He's
play.
Sasha Garden, I see you.
I don't know, man.
Nice to see you, Sash. That's so great.
Yeah, no, he's the one that's garbage. That's why he's not here right now, because he's garbage. You need to show up. Show up and show out. My guy.
Show out. All right,
now,
so
back to the match. I don't really think.
He's got the down B again. Oh, catches him with the up B.
I personally think that Samus can easily clutch this out.
Yeah, but Zero Suit's got kind of like the rushdown potential that sometimes a lot of Samuses don't like, is that ability for some characters to just be able to get in and get out so safely. And
that's true.
And Zero Suit has that and not as much as other characters like Joker, for example, or like
I saw what BB was trying to do right there, by the way, with the paralyzer to up B, but he just
there goes the stock. Another forward smash.
He did get that, and now he's up 3 stocks against B2. B2's going to have to do something to quickly retaliate. Otherwise, he's going to have to lose his first game right here.
Yeah, this is turning out to be an interesting match because BB is keeping him on his toes, and this is honestly very great. Oh, and he gets catches the down B with its dash attack.
Yeah, dash attack. Yeah, dash attack's a really good way to take like landings, anything where the opponent cannot do much of anything against it. Like putting players in situations like that with dash attacks really good. Please get one stop.
Everyone's asking B2 to get one stop.
Oh my gosh. Joe Nathan's being so savage right now. Shut up, Joe Nathan.
Joe Nathan.
No one needs your...
All right, but he gets that first stock from a dash attack. Makes sense.
He said he won't. I think he will.
He just did Garden, so he kind of missed it.
It's kind of hard when you're in the blast zone.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry.
You can't do anything. You're being a little savage to the man right now. You got to give him a break. I mean, technically the man should be better than the suit of armor, so you got to give him credit on that, right?
I gave him a little bit of credit, but then he went and took the credit, and he was like, "I'm gonna sell it, and I'm gonna make money off of it." And
I'm gonna make money off of this crap.
Don't do that, my guy. You don't sell your.
Ooh, gonna mob smash. I've never.
Sell your clout.
I don't see many people pick that song. It's a good song, and I don't really see many people pick it on purpose.
I'm just waiting for the Johns that we're about to receive after the set, because either way, someone.
Well, I gotta face the winner of this. Oh, and he goes Sonic.
Same.
All right, he's going to Sonic. I gotta face the winner of this anyways, so I'm gonna be. I'm watching this match closely as well because like I've seen B2 in action and I've also played against BB before, but it's like there's a lot of things that I need to be ready for, and honestly, from what I've seen with B2 Sonic, it's actually a little scary for me.
Yeah.
It can be a little scary.
Yeah, I personally think Sonic is
It's a very scary character if you're done right.
If you play against the right one, you could be looking at a potential timeout too.
Ooh, tries to read the roll in. Fair play. Have someone. Here's a good question. Apparently that's a projectile. Down smash is a projectile. Has there ever been a point, or has anyone ever even gotten a reflect on that down smash?
Well,
is that even possible? Because I heard, because it's the paralyzer shot, it's technically a projectile. Is that possible to reflect it and not necessarily just negate it, but to actually hit Zero Suit with it? Is that possible?
Yeah, of course it is. If you have a reflector or like a cape or something, you can easily reflect it.
Really?
Yeah.
It just looks like an area of effect thing, so it doesn't look like it's gonna hit Zero Suit that much.
The problem with Paralyzer when you use it, there's B2 taking that first stop.
Yeah,
see, the problem with the Paralyzer when you do the very low dim charge, like it dissipates out before it can hit. It's kind of like PK, like Lucas PK Fire. If you reflect it too far away, it just won't hit her. But if she charges it, it's gonna hit her.
Yeah.
Yo, BB taking that stop with the up B.
There's the up B. BB taking the stock with the up B. I see what you did there.
But B2 versus B, I hate these names. God, why can't someone be like K3, K7 or something?
K3?
I don't know.
We're not in preschool, Sash. K3?
But back to the match. We got like 2 stocks here. Both players with 2 stocks. We're trying to condition each other here. B2 just trying to do his best to get the upper hand.
It makes sense though. Like if you think about it, this was B2's stage pick. So he picked Battlefield, and honestly, from what I've seen, Battlefield's is a very good stage for Sonic, because like you may be a lot of good aerials, and that's what you use a lot. But like, they're so fast that a lot of times when you land on the platforms from the aerials, it actually helps.
Yeah, it can, and I definitely think B2.
Oh, barely misses that up B. That could have been fatal, but
I don't know what's going on in B2's table.
You gotta wonder. Nice catch.
He's got a plan.
Ooh, catches the tether. That's a good one.
B2 is definitely capitalizing on in this match versus the last match is.
Oh, and the same thing happened again. He gets killed by an up B immediately after killing Zero Suit. But every sense in the pattern here is history repeating itself right now. Like,
well, one thing that the way B2 is gonna have to take this game here is he's gonna have to continuously go for those offstage options to take the stocks, to close out those stocks with either a quick fair, back air, whatever he needs to do. He needs to do that more often towards the kill percent.
Yeah, so BT's going in right now. He's not letting Zero Suit get much damage. He's only at 21 while BB is at 82 right now, as I say that.
Yeah, BB's going to need to be a little bit more defensive if he wants to.
It is Zero Suit, so I get it. It's fine. You know, it's one of those situations where I would understand.
I'm sorry about that. But regardless. Whoa.
I see what he tried to do there. Yeah, that would have been slick. That would have been real slick if he got that. It probably wouldn't have killed, but it would have looked nice, and that's what matters.
Yeah, BB was doing a pretty good job with the setup there, but he just didn't have the correct timing on that. He did have the better timing. He probably
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, we got Cody back here on the stand. All right.
Cody is back.
Yo, Cody has returned. Yo, this match is like legendary right now. B2 is making history right now.
Wait a second. B2 versus 2 Bs?
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't it stupid?
Hold on a second.
I don't know.
The naming convention here is so dumb.
Okay, B2 taking that
wins by a 4 tilt.
It's 1-1 right now.
No ending screen. Kind of lets you down a little bit. You kind of were hoping wait for that ending screen and just die like that.
Cody's out.
Yo, for the trash posters in the chat right now, like, what do you guys got to say about it? It's 1-1. I mean, you guys said it wouldn't happen, and now we're sitting here looking at a 1-1 like game 3 situation.
Ooh, this is interesting. So we're going to Yoshi's story now, and from what I know, this is actually one of Yoshi's best stages.
B2 coming all the way from.
And he's going back to Sonic, so
Where's
like
he from?
fair enough.
Pamplin? I don't know where his man from.
BB's reconsidering maybe a little bit. Oh, goes back to Zero Suit though.
Snap. Shut up, Garden Master. That's why he's not gonna win the next game because of you. Now get out the chat.
I just wish
before we ban you. I'm just here.
A lot of Saint Heroes are here today. We got, I know you're here. B2's here, obviously. Pac-Man is here, from what I hear. Yeah, and now we got Garden and Joe Nathan in the chat.
Yeah.
Who knows? Someone random might pop up walking around the corner. I don't know.
I don't know. Some
very
of the other
weird.
people in the Discord might show up like, what's your name? Dream Destroyer.
Dream? Like Dream shows up just out of nowhere?
Yo, like B2. You gotta.
He's getting those four tilts and landing them very. Oh, that was an unfortunate miss.
So the stage is
Then it
definitely
cost
gonna play in the key here, and that isn't necessarily. I mean, definitely for Sonic, but I'm talking more on a player versus player situation here. So like, I'm not really sure if I've seen B2 play on Yoshi's story too much, but you'll see the difference between this and
Ooh, there you
last
go.
game.
I always forget that sometimes up B, like in game, I recognize it, but like when I'm just looking at it, I sometimes forget. Oh wait, he's not facing that way. He's gonna be able to get it back air.
Yeah. So what he's gonna really need to do in this game, he's gonna really need to watch what he's doing, because with the wrong options, he will SD just like that.
I've done that before though. I played Sonic just at a random one time, and I've done that before. It's heartbreaking because like you don't mean to do that, and it looks like you're gonna target it. But there's really no way to target it if you don't have a person lock onto it. It'll go in some weird direction, I guess. It goes down and like always away from the stage. I don't know why. It just always does that.
And you can also lock yourself in the spin dash if you don't like keep up with the jumps. If you do that on your last jump, very last jump, you'll get locked in the spin dash, and you'll just SD to your.
Ooh, reads that roll, reads the roll.
Yeah.
B2, keeping them on the, keeping BB. Now the names are so similar, it's hard to keep. It's literally B2 or double B. So still B2. Like, what do you want me to say?
You can just call him Will I Am.
I Am. Who's Will I Am? The Sonic?
Yes.
Okay,
Will I Am is the Sonic.
Will I Am.
Yo,
we're gonna
Will
say. Yeah, we're gonna
Will I Am is doing.
Will I Am.
Will I Am has got to do something to bring this back because he's definitely in a kill percent right now.
And he misses the up B.
I think he may have mashed out of that. I don't know. I feel like he may.
But even still, like that positioning, if he didn't mash out, was not good. Like it would have missed whether he mashed out or not.
Yeah, so what he needs to do.
And I think that changed the momentum. That one miss often can change momentum. And there goes.
That clean.
I say that.
B coming from BB, knowing exactly when to throw that out. B2 is definitely gonna need to hurry up and try to make a comeback.
He's got only one game left to prove himself at this point.
Is BB too slow or is BB too fast? Whoa! Whoa! And that is it. B2 is out of the bracket. I'm just kidding. He's not
out of the bracket. This is
he's
still in bracket, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, he's still in
Your boy B2 is still in bracket. He could make it all the way to winners finals. We don't know that.
He's not doing so good.
This is grand finals right here. The
grand finals right here, boys. B2 made it to grand finals. What the fuck? Everyone is so pissed off. The venue is in flames right now. No one. It's not safe here.
Yeah.
Protect your kids. Everyone's mad. B2 made it too far.
All right. So from what I'm being told right now, we're actually gonna wait on grand finals for a second, which is great because not grand finals. This is not grand finals. This is winners finals, right? That would be the next, not this next match, but the one. This is winners semis.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're in winner semis too.
Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. So we're actually gonna go with the other winner semis match first. It'll be Ben versus Sash. I don't remember if these guys have ever played yet. Sash is gonna be leaving the commentary for a bit because he's got a match to play. So I'm gonna be able to be free to say whatever I want about Sash, but promise it won't be anything too bad. So this will be interesting though. With Ben's Pac-Man, he's got a very patient Pac-Man. He's not afraid to sit behind a hydrant and get his projectiles ready and get his setups ready. But I'm calling it patient because that's the positive way of looking at it. You can look at it as camping, but I try to look at the positive way of things, But he's going up against Sash, who has a very decent Falco, and Falco can be a very tough. It can give Pac-Man a very hard time sometimes. But he could also pull out the Toon Link, which could be different, but I don't know if that would really help in this situation. But sad card. But we'll see what we go with first. Ben going with Pac-Man first thing doesn't. Honestly, if there is anything really, really good to say about Ben, he's loyal to his character. I have not seen him play any other character other than Pac-Man. So I got to give him credit on that. All right, Sash's got to go get his tag. I thought you played on this already. I know. Did someone delete your tag? B2. Yeah. My man, why did you?
It was I don't know. Like you get nothing from doing it. No, I didn't do it.
So apparently, why it's taking a little bit longer, guys, I'm sorry, is B2 deleted Sash's tag out of just I don't know. What was your reasoning for that?
I recognized the name and it was like instantaneous.
So apparently it was out of instinct, I guess. You know, I mean, whatever. I mean, just out of vengeance, out of spite. Oh, this should be an interesting match. Let me actually look at the bracket and see where everyone else is at right now. Jai, can I take a look at the bracket real quick? Because I want to kind of give like a bit of an update to where we are at in terms of everyone else. I am curious myself too. Okay, yeah, perfect. That'll work. Okay, so yeah, there's bracket, you guys. So if you guys want to look at the bracket, you can. But I'm gonna look at it and just do a quick update.
Pretty nutty.
All right.
You don't see the 10 and 68 in winter semi very often.
All right, so of course we got winner semis. It's Ben and Sash, and then it will be my match versus BB. But in losers, so far we have Darkin's moved up. He's in losers round 4 right now. Fushi and Cody are playing together. Pyro and Descalay are playing each other. And B2 and Blitzer are currently playing each other. So far we've got a pretty good lineup going on right now. Thank you very much. And it looks like we're going to Town and City first. That's a very good, interesting pick. But yes, like I thought, Sash went Falco, and Ben went Pac-Man, as I kind of figured. All right, Sash is being aggressive, not really giving Ben much of a chance to set up or anything, which is interesting. Ooh, that was a weird jump cut. That kind of hurt my eyes a little bit, guys. Sash is getting some really good damage on Ben right now, not really giving him a chance to really set up or get any of his things down. And Ben doesn't really know what to do. Like, he's trying to get some space and use his projectiles, but Sash is not giving him the light of day. Like, he's not giving him a break at all. All right, goes to reflect the hydrant and actually hits it, so it would have hit Pac-Man. Interesting move. Oh, there's the hydrant, and they're just going through hydrant. That's right. I forgot that was a thing. Hi, Descalay. How you doing, man?
Hello.
So we got Descalay here. Descalay, so I saw you were...
Never mind, I have another match.
Never mind. I guess I was going to ask him a couple questions, but, you know, he's got to move on to his next match. All right, so Ben's sitting at a nice and healthy 130. But he's managed to get Sash up to 90 right now. Ooh, that forward smash. Ooh, and Ben, just like that, Ben is actually in the lead.
BB coming in. What did I miss?
Hello, BB. Good job in your set, by the way. That was really good. Well done. We're currently Ben and Sash's set. This is one of the loser semi matches, and Ben just got a really nasty forward smash on Sash, basically putting him in the lead. And right now, Ben's keeping his distance, kind of just using the hydrant, using projectiles, you know, as most Pac-Men would. I've seen some do crazy combos. Ben's not really the combo kind of guy. Well, there's the kill. The hydrant kills.
I hate Pac-Man. I feel like if there's one character that just, it's Pac-Man.
Honestly, I don't hate Pac-Man that much. I can respect the Pac-Man because, like, I like playing random a lot. Just even in tournament, I like playing random just for the heck of it. And it's given me an appreciation for a lot of different characters, variety-wise. But there's still some characters I just can't. I don't understand, and I don't like. One of them, I mean, unless I'm playing them, of course, because they're funny. One of them is Game & Watch, and
oh yes,
yeah, Game & Watch is an interesting one. And I respect players who go for Game & Watch, but I don't respect the character. I don't understand the character.
Yes, it's a very rinse and repeat.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, it's very rinse and repeat. You're always going to have up B out of shield, and there's nothing you can really do about it unless you can find a way to punish down there, which is very difficult.
Yes, and you can't use projectiles either.
Yeah, you can't. So basically, it's not. I mean, it's doable. It is definitely doable. There's a reason he's not top tier, and there's a reason he's not high tier, or even
He's a niche pick.
he's a niche pick, and it's very. If you know how to deal with them, and I sort of do, but it's still annoying to deal with. But like, even if you know how to deal with them, like it can get very annoying because literally he does the most safe uppy out of shield out of any character.
Any character.
Honestly, I think so. I think he's got one of the most safe out of shields ever. Because even if he doesn't land it, he can find a way to get back to the ground easily. Oh, and there's a hydrant, lands it on Sash. And right now, Sash is kind of struggling right now. He's actually kind of falling behind a little bit. Catches the cherry. Ooh, there's a hydrant. Ben is only sitting at a legitimately healthy 2%. Catches that bell. He's waiting to use it. Sash is just kind of using just hitting the hydrant, kind of putting his focus on the wrong thing, if you ask me. But you know,
He has to play
what
a
are you
very
gonna
careful
do?
game here.
Oh, has key. You changed it to keys, so
He's just waiting.
he's waiting.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Now's his opportunity.
Oh, Sash played that approach very well. Oh, he's got him on the. He's only at 11%, but that could mean nothing. In this game, you could die at 0. It is scary, and that's why I kind of like it, because yes, there's a lot of cheese and stuff, but it makes you think. You have to think. You can't just go in there and expect that you're gonna win. Even like for those who just mash, you have to be prepared, because like if you don't follow a habit, like you could die easily.
Right now, he's managed
He's still
to keep his distance while stacking up some small percent.
Ooh, that was nice. Don't think that was entirely intentional, but it worked out.
Here's the edge guard.
Oh, yep. Oh, there's the back air.
Dang,
that was the back air that sealed it. But he almost got close. That was really close.
It was close. He was getting really close up there and coming back, but unfortunately, he was just too high of a percent to eat that back air.
So, oh man. So I think they're deciding on stages right now. I think they are. So, but yeah, this is an interesting match. But B2, since you're here, while we're waiting for the next match,
that's not my name.
right? Here's the thing. You have 2 B's in your name, and he is B2. I'm getting those confused. All right, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
that's your problem, not mine.
Anyways, BB.
Yes.
I want some thoughts about your last match. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, what were just going through your mind as you were fighting not just a Samus but then a Sonic? What was going on in your mind?
So Samus, the first match, I was like, oh, this is really interesting, because Samus and Zero Suit, they have some tools that are the same. For example, like their Zair. So I was thinking, okay, is he going to use the Zair to pressure, which he didn't use often. So I was like, okay, and rightfully so, because Samus is it takes longer for her to get out of that Zair phase than Zero Suit does. Plus, Samus has that extra durability, that power suit, and just for show. But I was able to secure a distance where I could dodge his his forwards and whatnot, and that's how I did that. The next set was Sonic. That was interesting. I was focused on.
That was really close. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was just a really close call.
Yes.
They're both based on high percent right now. But you can keep going. I'm sorry. Once it tends up a little bit, I might. Sorry about that.
This is obviously more interesting.
It's obviously more interesting than my match.
Anyway, the Sonic
gets the up smash.
was a little problematic. In past experience, one way is that I try to fight Sonics is the use of the Paralyzer, but he beat me to it. And that's why he won the first set. And he caught my attempts to return to edge, just sinking down and then rising up. And so the next match, I made sure, okay, I'm recovering high, I managed to do that. And Sonic is a hard character to catch, so when I caught him in that grab, I was like, this is it. This is now or never, because if I miss this, he can easily punish it. But I didn't. Thank the Lord.
All right. So far we still got that 1 stock lead. Sash is holding on. He's doing some Getting a lot of good extra credit right now. A little bit that never fails. Whenever that Hydra comes out, he always reflects it first. I don't know why. Oh, ooh, catches him with the let go of shield.
I don't know.
That's how he loses.
Is it like his hydrant if he does that?
But it doesn't make a difference because if you hit it, it's still going to count as your hydrant.
I know, but that means it can't hit him. Is that how it works?
No, because if Pac-Man lays it down and you hit it and knock it down, it's still going to hit Pac-Man.
Ooh, that was a clean.
Ooh, that was a clean. Yeah, that was clean. But yeah, like that's.
That was like a hard strike.
It's also important to note that Ben hates Falco very, very much.
Fair point.
I don't. Like
I can
Falco
understand
either.
why. Falco is a very. It counters a lot of things Pac-Man can do. So this is definitely not just a not. It's a very hard match.
Honestly, I dislike both those characters. Not gonna lie. But then again, I feel like I dislike every character.
What characters do you not dislike other than Zero Suit? Let me ask you that then. If you don't like every character.
I mean,
what characters do you look at someone playing and you're like, you know what? I can get behind that.
mostly characters that aren't quote-unquote gimmicky, you know what I mean? Like, they have a gimmick.
Every character has a gimmick in this game, man.
Yeah, these days. I remember back in the old days where, you know...
Oh my gosh, don't be one of those... Don't go all melee on me, please.
Please, I can't play the game. I'm not that sweaty. But, you know, a character didn't have to, like, worry about 5 different gauges on his character.
Oh,
that was a nice forward smash.
But,
5 different gauges. I just got that. Like, what character has 5 different gauges?
I mean, Robin,
Well, Robin has always done that since Smash 4. The only difference is you can actually see it now.
Steve.
And Robin is actually...
Steve, Hero. Like, I don't know how you don't get dyslexic trying to focus on the game and which one you're selecting.
Dyslexic. Well, I mean, that's just how some people play.
Yes, there are a very large number of very cringe characters.
Yes, very cringe.
There's like 9 that aren't.
Garden, we're not streaming Melee today. I'm sorry, man. I apologize. I know that's your style, Garden, but that's not happening today.
Who wanted Melee?
No one did. We haven't played Melee today. He's just asking where Melee at.
Oh. Melee.
I literally cannot read that.
No one ever asks, where's Brawl at? No one ever does it.
Because no one cares.
Shut up. Bite thy tongue.
Brawl is fun casually. That's it.
It's a different game.
It is a different game.
I see Melee as how can you play the game, how well can you play the game, and Brawl, like, how well can you play versus the other character.
No, I just see tripping.
You see tripping? I hardly see tripping. I mean, it's just slip on a banana.
But that's where Project M comes in.
Yes.
Project M makes it all better.
And we found
Project M is so much fun.
Found a way to become sweaty in a totally new way.
It's not that sweaty. Come on. And come on, you're freaking playing in a tournament in Smash Ultimate when there's another room on the other side where there's casual Smash going on right now. So if you feel like this is getting too sweaty for you, you can go ahead and go to the next room, sir.
Sweaty, sir. I'll have you know that I have all of my sweat glands removed.
Ooh, there's the back air to seal the deal. He was hanging at a very high percent there for a while, so it was only a matter of time. But if he could have managed to get that kill, that would have ended the set.
I guess it now comes down to the last one.
Yeah, this is set. This is game 3. And I believe semifinals are best 2 out of 3. J-High, it's 2 out of 3 for semis, right? Correct. Is any of these out of 5?
Winners finals.
Winners finals. All right, winners finals is best of 5.
Isn't it always?
Cool. Sometimes it's different. I've seen one where quarterfinals is best of 5.
Is there a redemption bracket this time?
I think there is, but you will not qualify.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, BB. The whole reason for redemption is so.
I got second
It's
place
just so
in
that
the
those
last
who
redemption.
make
I was
you
like,
get
okay, I'll take it.
O2'd, can have a chance to get better. It's so that they can play more.
If I didn't,
Joe Nathan, I completely agree. Ben is not afraid to.
To play last stock situations like that.
Yeah. Ben is he has his own style. You don't see many. I mean, you see plenty of Pac-Man sort of like him around, but I will say he's got a very less combo-y style. Like, he can combo, but he doesn't really go for combos much. He just is okay with 1 or 2 hit damages, and that's it.
He likes to mix it up.
He likes to mix it up a lot more and just be okay with what he's got.
How many viewers do we have?
I don't know.
It should show on this one, doesn't it? I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Well, sorry, I am unaware.
We are unaware how many viewers are currently.
All right, someone in chat, tell us how many viewers.
Why did they need to tell us?
So we know.
Well,
Why do you need to know?
It says 0. Wow, that's
I mean,
sad.
I'm watching it, so.
It's not 0. The app is very inconsistent with viewer counts. And Twitch in general is very inconsistent with viewer counts.
Well, I'm sure no one wanted to hear us commentate anyway, so.
There are people here, I know there is. Because I know Garden and Jonathan are here watching Sash, and Garden's waiting to see if Sash fall on his knees. I'm pretty sure he's gonna hear that and completely in a reply here soon. All
Where's
right.
the wave shine?
Wave shine.
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
This is not the game for that, Garden.
Like, imagine a time when, you know,
Ooh,
shine spark was-
that was actually really
Not
good.
shine spark.
That the shine was good, but I was more referencing to how Ben actually hit the hydrant. I hadn't seen anyone hit a reverse up air while against the hydrant and get that kind of angle. That is a very good angle. That hydrant is staying there a long time. Why was it staying there so long? Oh, and there's the back air to seal the deal for that stock. Ooh, kind of seals out that motion approach. That's a very, I will say that is kind of annoying to kind of just do that and just keep someone from approaching. Ooh, ooh, that trampoline saved Ben. Goodness. I mean, he probably would have recovered anyways, but that's still, that trampoline just saved them the trouble of having to think about recovering. And we have a drop phone, gentlemen. Drop phone. Is it broken? Nope. Okay, we're saved. It's not broken, everyone. We're good.
All right, let me plug my case real quick. All right, listen. Listen, everyone.
No, we're not. No. This is not a sponsorship. No, we're not doing this. We're not sponsored.
Raid Shadow Witch.
Stop it. No, we're not memeing either. Stop it. All right. So now we're going back to pretty even percents right now. Sash is kind of Ben's starting to find his footing a little bit. Oh, Sash throws him off stage. See, here's the thing about the way Sash plays, and for Falco. The good news about Pac-Man, because of that trampoline, he can actually avoid from getting spiked. Because he literally will get spiked, and he'll hit the trampoline no matter what. No percent will he not live that, as far as I'm aware. Unless there's like a certain, like super high percent where literally the trampoline just gets canceled out. But I don't think so.
Yeah.
So like, Sash can't usually go for those spikes unless he knows that Ben's not going to use up B, which is very hard to predict.
Raycon earphones.
Raycon earbuds, yeah, that's another sponsorship, I guess.
Yeah. Sash is really good. I don't like Falco, but I do enjoy watching Sash play and playing against Sash.
Ooh, Pac-Man at 161, but Sash is at 105. Anyone? Ooh, laser catches.
Upkill.
Laser catches.
Yeah.
Ooh, kind of does that little bit of a neutral B on the side, kind of like a little bit of a taunt sort of thing. I think so. I think that's the way I took it. It may not have been, but I don't see what would have been optimal about that, putting yourself against the ledge. All right, getting some extra credit here. He's only got 16. That key blocks laser, but doesn't kill Falco. Oh, hydrant hits. All right, we're kind of playing footsies right now because we haven't hit. And there's the hit. There's the hit. If Sash wants some better extra credit than 21%, he's gonna have to do the work right now. Oh, and Ben just keeps him.
guard, yeah.
Ben edge guard.
A lot of people talk about how Falco has a susceptible recovery, but it's really not that easy to edge guard.
Okay, here's the thing. If you know what they're, the thing is, you have to think about what they're doing. It is a very linear recovery. Yes, side B goes one direction, and then up B can't go any direction, but you see it coming. So yes, it can be easy to edge guard in terms of knowing where it's going to be, but you have to be able to do it.
Right, you have to be able to
and
pull
that's
the
where a lot of
trigger
people
at the
struggle.
right time.
Like that's it's not hard to edge guard, but you just have to know how to. It's like one of those things like characters that aren't that hard actually, and they're not as good, but you don't know how to play against them, so they become your demon. That's why. That's just how it works.
Like
Sash is
me with Captain Falcon. I won against the Captain Falcon in bracket for the first time a few weeks ago, and honestly, I don't know if I could repeat that feat.
Captain Falcon's an interesting one though. You just one of my biggest suggestions. Most good Captain Falcons will know how to deal with it. But if you want to gauge a good one versus a bad one, DI out every time. Every time. Because then they can't do anything. If they don't know how to mix up very well, they won't be able to do anything against you. Period.
That's true. Well, hopefully I'll be able to.
Ooh, that's that back air. It's a very close game right now. Throws Bell. Ooh,
oh man, that was so risky.
That was so scary.
That was so.
I know
risky.
that was like it seemed like an only option there, and I can kind of see that. But there's Hydrant, and he reflects the wrong way. I'm pretty sure.
This is so close.
He could have easily backthrown him. Oh, gets the reflect, gets the bear. Oh, this is scary. This is gonna be really close. Does the uppie to give himself some space, get himself. Oh no.
Sash's,
oh no, that's death.
Sash's pressure
it's
is
not.
so. Wait, look at the clock.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize we were going to time. No!
Wow.
I'm back.
Oh no!
That was a close game.
I saw
With
the first
11 seconds left on the clock, Sash
That was going
SDs.
so long, I didn't pay attention.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Goodness. Was the game time at like 4 minutes, or am I just dumb? I like that. Although I shouldn't be surprised. Ben's games usually do go.
Yeah, that was 7 minutes of It was pretty intense, I'd say.
All right, I think I'm up next. Am I?
Good luck.
Or y'all want? It's you and me. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's us?
Yeah.
It appears that the stream setup has died.
Oh shoot! Well, it looks like our stream is. Oh, okay. They're just
Okay,
switching
it is
monitors.
coming back to life.
We'll just leave it for another.
No, don't leave it.
Dorm
for the people.
Grands.
No.
That was honorary grand finals. We can't. Have
No, not honorary. We don't want to end it like that. That was sad.
I think this is where my win streak comes to an end.
Don't count yourself short.
Are you kidding me? You won my butt yesterday.
Did I?
You did.
With what character?
I think one of them was Piranha Plant, and I don't remember the other one.
Okay. Oh, Kirby. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, that's right, the Curbster.
The Curbster. So while we're waiting for our setup,
How about a sponsor? Yeah.
No. Can we stop with the sponsorship jokes?
What are you talking about? We need sponsorship.
This show has.
But we don't have any. We can't say we're sponsored and then not be sponsored.
This show has been brought to you by the letter A.
No, the letter N.
No.
The letter Z. Because I want to go to sleep. No, I'm kidding. That was a Sesame Street parody if you couldn't figure it out. It's Sesame Street.
Garden's like, why would he approach when there's 50 seconds left? Because it's Pac-Man, man. He would have lost regardless. No one likes to end on a timeout.
Or an SD.
I've almost timed someone out in bracket once.
How long are the matches? Like 4 minutes?
7.
There's 7.
God, that's so long.
Yeah, that means the match took 7 minutes.
Wait, maybe it's 8.
No, it's 7.
I think it is 7.
That's true. He did have the percent lead, so he could have probably won. He could have won, but I don't think Sash is the kind of guy that he wants to win on a timeout. But that's just me. That's all from what I know.
Or a sudden death. Oh my gosh.
No, I don't think we do sudden death here.
Oh no?
I don't think so.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
He's like, yes.
I've been here for a couple bits.
This is my second. I don't know anything.
Gordon's like, nah, we take those. I mean, what can I say? Maybe Sash is just an honorable man. He doesn't want to win on a timeout.
Shash or frash?
But there's not much you can do about it. That's the unfortunate part.
You want to sit?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, well, I'm getting up, so.
Nah, he ain't.
I don't need it.
All right.
What, you think I can't stand on my own 2 feet?
Let me know when the stream setup is ready, and then me and BB will be leaving to go do our set on stream. So you won't hear our voice, but you will see our actions.
Yeah.
Get on
Austin.
This isn't on a VC. We're literally here in person, Garden. I don't know what you want me to do. What happened to...
Oh, wait, Ben, do you want to commentate with me too? All right, everyone, we're commentating together. Oh, wait, everything is dead.
Everything is dead.
Are you about to commentate for a champion? I am. You can commentate here.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Ben will commentate here.
I gotta leave anyway, so let me get up.
I probably see you around campus.
All right, guys, I will be back. Hopefully a winner, not a loser, but we will see.
Are there people watching the stream right now? Mm-hmm. Do you see? I think it's up on the other screen. Wait. Is this on Twitch? It is on Twitch. Okay, I don't know. And I'm not gonna touch this.
You're gonna come commentate now?
I am gonna come commentate.
All right.
I'm not getting any sound.
Are we using
Not
a
getting
laptop
anything.
to view the stream, Mr. Majestic Ginger? Or are we using the monitor there?
This is streamed. We had this set up so you guys could watch it.
Yeah, so that he can do things here if he needs.
Something
and
just
then we
happened,
watch
and I have
something
no
just
idea.
happened.
And I have no idea.
Where does it get plugged in?
I think my my VGA cord might be acting up.
Okay.
So if you guys just want to use the
Wait.
laptop,
Did
might
something
be
happen?
for the best.
Wait. Oh,
you guys fine with it blue? I mean,
I'm
it
going
should
to
be
unplug
fine.
and plug it
Yeah,
back
that's.
in again.
I had the problem of it being discolored over there. I was going to say, if you're fine with it being blue, then deal with it. Should work. Yeah, the gameplay
If
will
it
be
works,
the same.
yeah. If it works, then
It seems to be
Alright,
working.
I mean, we'll take it.
Go with it. There we go. Well, the mic's been on the entire time.
Awesome. All right, Ben. Ben, we go. Well, it's blue now, but here we are.
It is blue, but here we are indeed, my friend. We got Ben and Majestic Ginger now on commentary,
We're out here.
ready to watch BB and Raging Narwhal play it out in winners semis.
First things first, though. Screw Falco. Cringe character.
Very cringe. I hate Falco. All my homies hate Falco. Got double eliminated by Falco at Glitch 7 and made me want to inflict self-harm.
My roommate plays Falco, and it's kind of the worst.
Yeah, it really is, but sometimes life just does that to you.
That said, I think we're both.
I could probably quote some Bible verse about how God hates Falco somewhere here, but
It's true.
I could probably find it somewhere in like Proverbs 37.
Genesis 1:1. God created everything that was good except for Falco.
Except for Falco. But, anyways, we now have BB playing Sheikah, looks like?
Interesting. So I believe BB was going ZSS earlier, so maybe a co-main situation?
Maybe.
Sheik versus Greninja, that's interesting because they're both ninja-esque characters.
They're both ninjas.
And they both get a lot of drag down up air.
A lot of drag down up air.
And yeah,
Yeah,
they both are characters in Smash Ultimate.
it's great.
They both have the letters E and I in their names.
Yeah, I don't have much to add.
Yeah, that is about it.
I'm trying to find my photo about the gamer stance in my photos library, but like I'm struggling to find where it was because it was a long time ago that I'm trying to post about assuming the gamer stance.
Hey, Garden Master Dude, listen, bud. Falco is not lit.
Falco is the opposite of lit.
He's very just boring, generic, vanilla, just does the up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt, up tilt.
It's like taking sandpaper and rubbing it on your skin.
Yep. Not a fan of Falco.
Not a fan of Falco.
That said, I think I have yet to lose to one in bracket. Which,
That just makes me sad because I seem to play Falco way too much, but we'll get there one day where Falco will haunt me no more.
yeah, that's how I am with Captain Falcon. I won against the Captain Falcon for the first time in the entire time I've ever played Smash Ultimate. I got my first tournament win on a Captain Falcon last week. So, the last year that I've played the game,
The last year that I've played the game.
Ever since
then-
1 year ago when I started playing this game.
We don't have game audio. They complain about it.
Okay. But they can hear us?
I'm not that kind of man. Okay? I will do that. I was seeing on my
Well, it has come to our attention that the stream has no game audio, but it does have mic audio. So we'll just make the noises for you, okay?
Hello. Answering phone calls while on commentary. This is the move.
Okay, they can hear us.
Okay, they can hear us.
They can hear us, but the game has no sound.
All right, so we got BB, or BB, sorry, on Sheik. I thought you played ZSS, but apparently not. And now on Greninja for Raging Narwhal. BB opening up with a strong 64%.
Yep. Raging Narwhal's trying to climb back, but, you know, Sheik's neutral really is just
It's
so
oppressive.
good. It's, I mean, the character is, in regards to, oh, wow, that was a little scary for Raging Narwhal, but he made it back. But yeah, I mean, she's like this close to being broken, and I'm okay with her not being broken.
If only she had consistent kill confirms.
Yep.
Then she would, like, be free, like, top 10, but...
But honestly, I think that Sheik is the perfect amount of balance for her archetype. You know, a lot of times characters, they give combo characters these kill confirms, and then that just makes them overtuned. Like Mario, for example. Mario can combo you at any percent all the time,
And you
anytime.
just die.
Or if he doesn't, if you know, every time Mario touches you off of any one of his moves, you either take 40 or die.
Off of the 6 aerials he hits every second.
Yeah.
But there. BB getting the first stock with F smash.
BB keeping a pretty consistent lead. Oh, what a...
Then Raging Narwhal taking it back, making it 0-0.
That is a big disjointed F smash, beating out BB's dash attack. Not
It's
dash
a
attack, get up
meaty
smash.
F smash.
Meaty. Watery, since it is made out of water.
Indeed, actually. That's probably a better way of phrasing it.
Raging Narwhal going for the edge guard. Unable to find it, though, but going back to ledge trapping. I mean, this edge guard ledge trap sequence, Raging Narwhal has racked up almost 60% on that. Going back to neutral now, fighting over center stage. BB bringing it back.
BB is suffocating this man.
Percent's almost even. You know, Raging Narwhal's been going for that side B a lot, but it hasn't really been working out for him, I don't think.
I feel like he just gets punished every time he does it.
Right. BB committing there. Could have gotten much bigger punish, but... Man. Raging
He
Narwhal
just
with that
hard
F-smash.
read
Yeah.
that roll on the stage and just McDied.
Oh,
But then
this
BB...
is a...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Okay,
Oh,
go.
yeah, like, BB's just, like, literally just trading blows with this man.
Yep.
But
Dash attack, down tilt, bear. That's some Greninja stuff for you.
Greninja is spam dash attack the character.
True. Greninja and Meta Knight. That is...
Greninja and Meta Knight, that's all they do.
Yep.
And it sadly works.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that they're built to do that.
Because they are broken moves, but such is life.
Such is life.
It's still like a dead even game.
Oh,
and
an SD from BB. You know, BB was keeping it. He was either winning or
it was
keeping
very
it like right
even,
there.
Yeah, but then he just throws it, which it happens sometimes.
Wait, so do we know why there's no game audio?
That's a good question. Oh, that.
Yes.
That will do it to you.
So what is...
We don't have an aux splitter, so we can't be there.
I have an aux splitter, but... Oh, wait.
Well, we don't have an extra aux splitter. So
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
It's either that or no game audio for them.
Yeah. And game audio is important, so...
Yeah. You guys want to hear us talk more than the game, don't you? BB switching to Samus and Reginarl switching to Piranha Plant. I'd like to say that this matchup seems abysmal, but Piranha Plant has got the cheese to do just about anything, so...
Piranha Plant is, like, a surprisingly scary character.
Yeah.
Because it's just, like, he just counters everything you do with Patui, and it just deals, like, what was that, like 17.5%?
Yeah, taking almost 20% off of a very, very good projectile, very, very active. Honest, Patui's got to be like a top 5 projectile in the game.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like, it does almost everything for Piranha Plant.
Yeah. Like, Piranha Plant's neutral is Patui. Oh my god.
He just destroyed him with that down B. He just straight up died.
Yeah.
BB is falling apart right now. Got him again with the down B.
Man. Well, Raging Narwhal definitely confident in the switch that he made. BB?
Oh, he almost caught him with that down B again. That
would've
was
been
like
crazy.
a snipe almost. Oh, you could have up smashed there and he would have died, but didn't quite believe. Oh, he didn't like tilt that at all either. Well, I guess he was probably reading a jump, or like a jump in.
That's a regrab. Oh, no punish on
No
the regrab.
punish on
Okay,
the
Buddy
regrab.
gets the kill anyways.
Yeah, he still dies to that, so... Alright, we still have, like, BB is really in the danger zone. But, oh, I'm surprised he didn't get hit by that. But he's gonna try to make the comeback, but it's, like, really hard to make comebacks versus Piranha Plant, because it's just, like, you just trade with Patui and are, like, losing, because you just take 17 every time.
Dying at 135 before the hit.
Piranha
to
Plant up throw
Piranha
is
Plant
scary,
up throw.
yeah.
Alright, BB down almost an entire stock.
Yeah, and this is what I mean. It's like every time you try to interact with Piranha Plant, you like trade with Patui, and it's like, oh, okay, it makes like comebacks so hard versus this character.
Yeah. Yeah, the big trick to dealing with Patui is running up and, well, if they're just holding it, you run up and grab them and then throw them immediately so Patui doesn't
Yeah,
hit you.
exactly. So it's like your grab armor saves you.
Like right there where BB just dash attacked. If he had grabbed and thrown there, he wouldn't have gotten hit by the falling Patui.
Oh, yeah.
That said, I'm not sure how that all works. I mean, I guess he could have just... ZSS has a huge tether grab. He could have just not even approached. Honestly, that's... I think if BB plays to ZSS's strengths of being able to outrange Piranha Plant a little bit more, I think he'd be having more success. Like, look, he's running in a lot.
Oh, yep, and that's it. He just hard right DI'd that and McDied.
That was the mommy's making chicken nuggies DI.
The mommy's making chicken nuggies. But,
well, that was a fast game. BB dying at 50 on his first stock, and then... Oof.
So now, is it me and you now playing? Okay, I guess I'm signing off of commentary. I have to go play the Piranha Plant man now. But, peace out, y'all.
That's one way to put it. You still chat. Who is that anyway?
It says
Garden
the Garden Master. He's been asking about PM. He asked about PM. He said, "Where's PM at?" So
I don't know who that is. But tell him if he shows up, he can play PM.
do we have a PM set up here?
Right there.
Yeah. The Garden Master, if you're still watching, we have a PM setup. And people who would definitely play it with you.
He's from St. Teros.
Okay. I'll commentate. All right, Ben and Raging Narwhal. Ben, who has been consistently the best player at Liberty, and Raging Narwhal, who, I mean, he's been getting some good results lately with a good number of characters. I've seen a Kirby, I've seen his Piranha Plant. He's been playing Joker lately. He's been playing Greninja, and he's been able to keep it pretty consistent with all three, playing at about the same level with every character, which is pretty impressive, having, being able to perform with Kirby and Piranha Plant the same level with Greninja and Joker. Ben taking the first stock with a pretty handsome lead. Ben known for being able to hold leads for entire games. Oh, well, a Kirby confirm. They exist. Right as I was talking about how Ben is known to live long, he dies at 80. So, uh-oh. One of the big things with Kirby is he gets zoned out really, really hard, but that copy ability, if he can get your projectile, it makes camping Kirby out a lot more difficult, because, your goal is to keep Kirby away from you, and he can play that game back with a copy ability like that, so we'll see how Raging Narwhal uses it. But right now, Ben, pretty commanding 80% lead. But with Kirby, you never know. Let me get in this. Oh, snap.
Alright, what's up? Oh, man. Oh, shoot. No cam, but I'm still styling.
Who's that boy?
Alright. So this has been a pretty nutty bracket. Raging Narwhal, he was... Well... All right then. That was, I guess, whoever was higher in percent, that's a good trade for. But that was very odd.
That was definitely very much in Raging Narwhal's favor.
Yeah, that was something with when you hit the trampoline, not even just jumping on it. If you hit it, it becomes the next color. So something with that, they probably just both hit it when it turned red. And that means they're both in special fall.
I was talking earlier about how, Ben, who has been the best player at LU pretty consistently for the last few seasons, and then Raging Narwhal has been getting these really good results with a plethora of characters lately.
Yeah, we've been doing small brackets, and he's always up there. I think the worst performance he got was fourth last week, and that was to Descalé, Ben, and Zamboni. So that's still a pretty good run, especially with two of the guys being here as well. But he's doing even better today. Yeah, his Kirby I think is his second best or best. His Greninja probably best. Plant also up there. He just has a bunch of characters.
Yeah, I was talking to him a few weeks ago, and he was saying that he feels like they're all pretty close, which, I mean, the results speak for themselves. But I was also saying it's interesting how he's managing to...
We're getting a little more color. All right, here we are.
Okay, cool. So we have color now.
Yeah, the display is just a little jank, but we'll take it.
No complaints.
All right, the hydrant is just kind of chilling there.
All right, Ben with a 40% lead. Yeah, that's a punish.
Yeah, Ben, just very good recovery with the side beat
living.
into the 3 trampoline jumps. Yeah, I mean that just comes where Ben is very composed. He knows a lot of things. Raging Narwhal hasn't always been in these situations before.
Yeah.
So, but still good run. This is best of 5, by the way. So I think
it needs to get changed. Yeah, Ben used to the pressure. Raging Narwhal, he's a bit new to it, but...
Yeah, and I know he's had good runs before. Like, I'm pretty sure I think he double eliminated Alec at Battle for Bells too.
That is true.
And like sometimes he's thought as like, okay, he's kind of a gimmick guy and not that great. But I've come to learn that like, I had close sets with him and then I lost, and then I lost, and then I lost again. Mm-hmm. And the past 3 weeks, I think I'm 0-5 against him. Yeah. Just like,
the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, he's real solid. Plant, this is probably in his top 3. He was going for a lot of the extension. I think it's side B or down B. I don't know. Whichever the long neck one is. Yeah, he goes for that.
I want to say down B. Yep.
I think the down B is the charged gas thing.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Whichever
I'll take your
one.
word for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is a matchup that Ben maybe not be super experienced in at a high level. He maybe play him here and there, but
and having a projectile I think is going to serve Raging Narwhal really well in this matchup, especially one that breaks Hydrant. I think it's something around 11% to break Hydrant, and Patui doing close to 20%.
Yeah, Patui is definitely a huge tool, not only in this matchup, but also just playing in general.
Yeah.
Like it's a crazy big, really good. You can angle it. It's very strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, it just keeps him honest, and even if it doesn't work, like he can cancel it.
Oh, missed punish. Yeah. Ben needed that. Ben, he was trailing before, but he's catching up. All right, Ben. Okay, currently Ben is exactly 0.1% behind Raging. Oh,
yeah.
Commentator's curse.
I think that's you have to be patient with it. So you have to be careful. Oh, I was about to say it, but it ended up working out. But like if he has Galaga at ledge, you gotta respect that. It looks like Hydrant went through. I think that was Fatui earlier. So that was it's interesting, like because there's so many matches in this game, and just little things like that, especially on a local level, is like people that play their characters a lot that are probably less common. They have these, some call them gimmicks or just tricks, strategies, whatever you want to call it, that just work over and over. And sometimes they get away with it consistently. Like, me playing Yoshi, I'll get a neutral V into down air into double up air 50%. Like, I get that against people that I probably should not be getting it against. But just at this level, you may not see as much adaptation. Now Ben, he's had a lot of pretty good results. Like, I'm pretty sure he did very well at Glitch. He played against, I think, one of the Bowsers, either Leon or Luis, whatever, and had a very close set. He's very accomplished, and maybe not quite. He doesn't quite have the peaks of our friend Frostbite from outside of Liberty, but he's still very solid. And Patui is it's like a escape option sometimes. And
this match is looking to. I don't want to. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't want to commentate.
Patui had a hit stun. It can be a little slow, but it's just it's hard to deal with.
But so Ben's been seeming to be a bit more in control this game than last game. Granted, there was a bit of goofiness with the
down air onto the platform.
Yeah, with
the trampoline.
The trampoline going on, but.
Try to get that back air. Back air is a really strong move, but it's kind of hard to land sometimes. And
Ben getting close to a 100% lead.
Wow. That was a crazy risk going off stage with Patui like that. He has a good recovery, but he could just... Oh, yeah. Score. Yeah, that was a risk and ended up paying off. I think Ben missed his recovery, and thankfully Force Smash has covered it. So.
And, I mean, Ben seconds ago had a 100% lead.
We were just saying, like, oh, he's looking more dominant this game, but
that is Smash Ultimate for you.
Yeah, it can just go around.
No one is ever safe at any point.
Not quite the same kind of rage as in Smash 4, but it's enough, you know?
Yep.
Especially if you can, because some Smash attacks are really safe and good to throw out. Sometimes they're not as safe, but if you get the kill, it doesn't matter because the game's over. So,
having never played Smash 4, but only hearing rumors, yeah, it sounds like a nightmare with Rage in that game.
Rage Ding Dong killed Falcon like 50.
Yeah, my favorite one that I've heard about is Samus dash attack up B killing at 0.
Yeah,
full Rage.
Some kind of weird hitbox, but yeah. So I know he's been going for a lot more for up tilt extensions on the combos. I think it barely reaches the platform, so he can catch like maybe a landing air dodge, something like that, maybe a falling aerial or something. So of course Raging Narwhal's not going to let him, you know, use that all the time. You know, he avoided that rolling on the platform, but it's something that Ben's just trying to do a little bit more here and there.
Ben running in a lot, not his patented camping as many people know him for.
Yeah, and I think it's a little bit of a stereotype, you know. He doesn't actually time out people very often. It can still be frustrating, of course, but the games don't go to time like very commonly.
That's true.
It's way more than the majority. It's probably like 95.5%.
He and Sash did almost go to time earlier, though. 11 seconds on the clock.
The word almost, though, that definitely applies for a significantly larger portion of the games. Yeah, and so Bell has, I think, 2 throws, sometimes 3, depending on how long it takes. And so Ben sometimes will use that. You can throw it out of shields. And here we go. Left shot Galaga. Doesn't quite get hit the 40 that's potential, but he still got 20. And Patui is just a very big tool. Wow, that's a lot of confidence.
Narrow miss.
Yeah. And it's the little stubby arms of plants, if you even call them arms, little leaves. Misses the grab there. And
Patui just such a good move.
Yeah.
Patui's so good.
Oh, I still got him. But yeah, and then the long stretchy move has some armor on it and has pretty good range. Once you go down, you can't control it back, but I mean he got it, so gotta go for it. And one thing, like Hydrant is really useful in neutral, but it seems like Patui is like able to be angled around it. It like arcs over it almost perfectly. So I wouldn't say this is like a counter pick character necessarily, but it's one that probably struggles less than some of Raging Narwhal's other characters, if I had to guess.
Right.
Yeah, and then he can cancel it there, but he did get the back air, but back air's not as strong as a smash attack. So, and he just takes the melon to the face, or the pot, I guess.
Yeah. Super armor, that is... Characters that have super armor like that, you just completely have to change how you play.
Wow, and barely lives with King. He had a big breakfast.
That's a heavy plant made out of lead.
And he doesn't have invincibility, so he got red, so untrackable. Ooh, a good angle, but thankfully Ben gets out the edge.
Okay. Raging Narwhal take 42% off of an extension from Hydrant.
Yeah.
Ben still racking up the damage, 60% on Raging Narwhal.
Clips him with the wing of the up B a little bit. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty smart. Just fade out the range and then put down the Hydrant. You get the damage and you get the positioning in the middle of the stage.
Ben showing a bit of his experience with the character.
Yeah. He maybe could have gone for an L smash after that, but I mean, maybe he just wanted to get Bell to be safe.
Ben lapping Raging Narwhal in percent now.
Yeah.
Is the game over though? Absolutely not. If last game has taught us anything, it is still anyone's game.
Yeah, Pac-Man can do a double aerial and a short hop. So a lot of times in the Hydrant, he goes for either a double forward air or a forward air into up air to kind of change up the angle a little bit. Because Hydrant's a really scary thing, like especially at higher percents. It's just like you don't know what to do. Sometimes you try to roll to get away from it, and that just puts you right in the position. So it looks like maybe could have gone for L smash under the platform, but I mean he's still doing really well. And little water shenanigans. Like sometimes he'll put the belt on the Hydrant and then he'll just go flying in the water. It's just, man. a lot of very strange
man,
things you probably don't see in many matchups.
Just what you were saying, Ben used the Hydra to shoot himself towards Rage and Narwhal. Didn't get anything off of it, but he was zooming.
Yeah, and
Ben
sometimes it's
stalling
just
a
like,
bit.
it's enough to make your opponent hesitant, you know, and that can give other opportunities later. I mean, Ben, they're both a sneeze away from dying, but thankfully Ben has another life. So it's looking
Very
good.
true.
And
commentators curse.
yeah.
That said, Rage and Narwhal,
Yeah, we
173%.
we just saw it come back last time.
Ben has no real reason to hide now.
Yeah.
That
a lot
said-
of time left on the clock. We probably won't see a timeout. He tries to arc the Patui over the hydrant, but Ben has enough time to shield. And the apple, the perfect angle. Yeah, it's so smart to catch items and then charge the next one, because your opponent's probably expecting you to throw the one you just had. It takes a little more time, but you know, you'll see that with if he catches the bell and then he goes into a key, which a key can get rid of hydrant. And so, unlike a matchup with a reflector like Falco, in this matchup, you know, if you have distance, you can just throw. And if you're on the platform, typically it arcs perfectly enough to get someone on the ground. So, really smart play from Ben. FD.
All right, Ben 2, Rage and Narwhal 1. Winners finals. So, Ben, if he wins this game, he's sitting in winner side bronze. Rage and Narwhal drops to losers finals. Or Rage and Narwhal, if he can win these next 2 games, the roles will be reversed. Rage and Narwhal and winner side bronze. And you know, a loss to Ben, nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
A win on Ben, now that's something to be proud of.
That's something that not many people can claim to have, at least here in Lynchburg.
That's true.
You probably have Descally, I think, got a win. Average got a win. CK's gotten a couple. Frostbite. Maybe Mikey, but like beyond that, you don't really see that very often.
I'd just like to point out, the only time I've ever played Ben, I've won.
Oh,
Granted,
really?
it was a round robin at the dorm that didn't mean anything.
Oh, fair enough. I remember those.
But I do say it.
Hey, you know, I guess we're gonna have to consider that proceeding next time.
Exactly.
And it actually catches the orange, the straight line fruit thing with the air dodge. That's pretty smart.
Piranha Plant holding a fruit with his leafy arms.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't mean to charge Patui for that long, but hey, you know, it's he's still got the stage positioning, and let's see.
So far, so good. The counter pick to FD looking good for Rage and Narwhal. Takes the first stock.
Gets the down smash to cover the roll. And let's see, FD, you know, of course, has no platform, so there may not be as many up tilt tech chase or landing catches, but we're going to see a lot of projectiles because it's harder to get around.
And I think a big thing on FD too is there's a lot less places to hide from Patui.
Absolutely.
And I think that was, if I had to guess, that was the deciding factor for Rage and Narwhal. Man, that was so
barely
close.
gets around it, and you know, sometimes it's a little harder to angle than one who's never played Plant might think.
Oh, an SD by Rage and Narwhal.
Yeah, doesn't get the strong hit afterwards, but hey, forces the air dodge, and you know, force an execution. Sometimes they mess up. You know, if you're in the danger zone down there, sometimes you just mash a button to try and tech it, but sometimes you don't need to. So, all right, and dash attack's real solid. You can get a lot of hits, and then you can has very low lag afterwards. You know, you'll see him do a dash attack one way, and then if he crosses them up, he'll do a forward tilt the other way. And also, it's just good damage.
Yeah, something a lot of Piranha Plants like to do is they'll mash Patui out of hit stun, and you know, unlike Snake, where his grenades also damage him, Piranha Plant, he's immune to his Patui. So in a situation where you're trading with Piranha Plant, he's dealing 20% damage to you.
Ooh.
And
A very brave charge there, but he gets it. Yeah, and I think Hydrant's kind of similar. Like, you know, Reflectors kind of play a part in other matchups, but not for this one. It's like you kind of see something that you know is pretty powerful coming towards you. You don't know if it's yours or not, and you probably try to avoid it, and sometimes that can help your opponent. He gets
Ben
the
with
down
an
air off
excellent
stage.
dare. Ben making a comeback.
Oh my gosh. So, and he gets the third jump. You don't see him go for the third very often. Most of the time he can get back with one or two, especially after a side B. But
Pac-Man, His recovery kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's very good. And gets the dash attack to cover the spot dodge.
The amount of mix-ups you've got on it between side B and up B. See?
That's
That's that.
Even just putting it out there
Exactly.
is enough to just your opponent just fly into it pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
And misses the angle on the recatch of the Galaxian, whatever you call it is.
Patui either dealing almost 20 damage to your opponent or killing. It's quite a tool.
Yeah, he probably tried to hit the hydrant there, but with Piranha Plant not having much range, kind of tough. And he got a jab earlier, which is a very fast move, but very short range. And he kind of stopped the jab because he probably wasn't feeling confident. And so that's where, you know, sometimes nerves and sometimes you don't want to overextend, because if you do a jab combo, the third jab will leave you open. But it's looking pretty close right here. And misses the key, and he's going to have to charge way back up. He maybe go for one of the weaker fruits, like barely lives that. He might be going for an apple here if he gets maybe
Great air dodge.
30 more percent, ooch, and tries to tech chase. Wow, down air out of shield. You don't see that too often, but hey, if it works, it works.
116% are almost dead even.
Yep, and goes for the bell into forward smash.
Yep. Ben sitting in winner's side grands.
Gosh darn.
It was close.
You're definitely like a lot better. when before though, like I mean like. Okay. Yeah, I definitely I enjoy playing plane just for the sake of having that ability to punish with down B.
Yeah, because like I mean I'm not quite as familiar with the plant matchup as I would like to be, but definitely like playing you is forcing me to get like aware of those gimmicks. That's like I'm not used to.
I won't
just,
lie.
like,
There were 3 times where my down B went through the hydrant. I'm like, that's not how that works. Why is it going through your hydrant? I'm like, it should go to the first point of contact, and the first point of contact is your hydrant.
Yeah, but for some reason it just goes through my hydrant, which is good for you.
How are you? Good, I'm chilling.
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Like literally, like the last time I tried to do it,
I just
actually
lost
hit the hydrant.
again.
I'm like, why?
In Redemption, are you?
I think I lost again and again and again.
Did you win any games?
Yeah, I won a few.
Okay.
I won my first game.
Full charge that, so we should have at least gotten some good points. But
And then I won like my first losers game. So yeah, JJ's about to play, who I just lost to.
Who's he gonna play?
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, the Rosalina.
Yeah. Except he beat me with low mac.
No, wait. He plays. That's right. He plays Little Mac. He dressed up as Rosalina for SmashCon.
Really?
His name is Pac-Man.
But he's
Dressed up as Rosalina.
Well, he's got the Rosalina controller.
And plays Little Mac.
oh man. Wait, so what?
Are there any open setups? Yeah, they're playing.
Well, if we want to get some games on here, or you can commentate on the people friendlies.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And at least they're not sitting there all the time.
I mean, I don't. Does stream really care? No, I don't think they care.
No.
You want to find out? Let's see how many people are actually watching. Oh, that's actually quite a few people compared to last time. Wait, Yogurt's watching?
Yeah, I'm sure Yogurt's watching.
Yo!
The fact that I made it to winners finals, though, I'm very proud of. Or semifinals, I mean. Well, it is winners finals.
Hey, what'd you bet?
It's just Austin. No, I didn't know. I didn't know.
All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, since my match is supposed to be the next one on stream, and Dargan and BB's match are already going on at another setup, we're gonna watch some friendlies for a bit. This is between Cody and what's your tag?
Austin. It's
Austin.
on stream.
Well, some people put weird
I'm
names
sorry,
on there.
You can read it. It's literally on your screen.
I see that, but there are people who freaking use tags that are not
Okay.
their name.
But I put it in the stream. If it's in the stream, that's.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm stupid. I am an idiot. But I guess that's what you get when you're a plant player. You just become stupid over time.
Yeah, we're just watching some friendlies until we can get our losers finals up, and then following with grands.
Yeah. So BB and Dargan are 1-1 right now. Looks like BB's pretty good in the Yoshi matchup. Double Q stock B and is doing better, or pretty good against the better Yoshi, I must say. I can't. I have claims to be top 2 Yoshi. It's hard to say, but I think after today.
Yeah, but you're the
at
only 2
least for
Yoshis,
now.
though.
Hey,
I mean, it's just
I
the
don't
truth.
ask for the fine print, man. I just put out the facts. Like, come on. But yeah, today actually was pretty stacked, and some people came out and seeded them high and underperformed a little bit. But hey, I think there's a lot of people that are good that they lost to. So, and props to this guy next to me, Mr. Raging Narwhal, top 3 over here.
Stop it.
I mean, you did better yesterday, or you did better today than last week.
I was like, you did better yesterday. I'm like, oh.
Well, I mean, but yeah, you did. You're already in top 3, and you were seeded 6th compared to 4th, so or 3rd or something like that.
I thought I was seeded 10,
So,
honestly, but okay.
Like last week when you lost to what was it, Sashin or Zamboni?
I lost to Descalé, and then
Yeah.
I lost to Zamboni.
Yeah, and
I wasn't ready
was
for
playing-
Zamboni. I'll be
yeah,
honest.
no, I mean a lot of people weren't. He had a real solid run.
We miss you too, McFly. We miss you, man.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy? It's been a minute, dude.
Sorry, Jeremy. We miss you too. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And the slow-mo death to cap it off. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, if you ever want to come down for a tournament, we're doing stuff over the summer.
I need to go grab something from my bag real quick. I think
Yeah,
my
go
controller
for it.
might die, so I want to make sure it's charged before.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate.
And now J-Hi remains alone on the street. Hello.
Yeah, I'll be in town. Vinny and Nathan will be in town. Cody, a bunch of people. So maybe not huge, maybe around this size. But it's just nice to get back in the swing of things. You know, we had Extra Life not too long ago. Frostbite won that, I think, going solo Wario. And
Yeah, he did go solo warrior.
Yeah, Frostbite, he's been doing really well. He beat Puppet at the Virginia
And
Beach
No Tag.
local.
He beat No Tag,
and
too.
No Tag, yeah, that's a good win too. And then he won the North Carolina tournament last week without dropping a set. So he's farming some people. And you know, people are capping the events at 32 entrants, so he doesn't make that much money. But hey, he still gets the dub. So.
Is that like a? Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I don't know why they designed it like that. I feel like
It's supposed to be so.
to protect it or something.
Yeah, to protect people or stupid people from putting force.
Yeah, I guess so.
In the freaking thing. Why am I putting it?
We're stupid another way. We don't know how to push that thing down, so we need some help.
Yeah, we're stupid in another way. We maybe not be stupid that way, but we're stupid in that way. Yeah, that. Yeah. Oh, you saw the NC one, the North Carolina one.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was Throwdown Thursdays, I think on April 1st, and he beat Puppet. He lost to Click, a really good Yink.
But Yink is Yink. I mean, I can respect a good Yink, but
Yeah, Click
a Yink is a
pretty nuts.
Yink.
Yeah, I can't wait for some bigger tournaments. You know, next semester we're gonna host some more flame chokes. I'm sure VT will have some tournaments, maybe Farmville, Roanoke, who knows.
Possibly.
Yeah, so that'll be fun to get back in the grinds.
Alright, so back to the match though. Austin's not doing too hot right now. He's got psych ups and he hasn't landed one hit yet. And Cody's just basically keeping him at bay, putting him in the blender when he needs to. That was. Oh, that took some guts. Perfect shielding. The psych up full charge down smash. All that took some guts right there. Oh, and there goes Bayo just like that from a sizzle. Dang, man. Gotta give him props for perfect shielding that though. Like, dang, that's gotta be like, that's the biggest call out I've ever seen. Going back and forth. Oh, it just cut on me. So we're kind of actually jumping ahead now.
Currently 2-1 Dargan over BB. BB is he's from Coles Hall, and he plays ZSFs and a little bit of Sheik. Really surprised me. The first tournament, I didn't know where to see them, so he went 0-2. But yeah.
Yeah, Click won that tourney.
Yeah, Click, very good. I hadn't heard of him previously, but I know he's definitely a huge grinder for Sova. So
yeah, he's definitely him. Like players like him are kind of like the reason I think that Frostbite's wanting to play Wario instead of Roy, because Yink can kind of just mess with Roy and not get not be punished for that in some ways.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he credited a grind server for improving. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. I remember we had a few connections in Smash 4 with some Sova guys. I remember Kowtow, LJ Skater Girl. Some of them came to our 25-man Flame Choke. Like, I think Flame Choke 6 had 25 entrants for Ultimate or Smash 4. 7 was the first one for Ultimate, and we had we had 76 for that one. That was nuts.
Yeah. Bayo's just Hero just is refusing to die at 169. He's not wanting to die.
Ooh.
Bayo is
time to go for the reading simulator.
Oh no!
Oh, please no!
Oh,
I definitely got him crit by Zay over Wi-Fi.
Oh my gosh, he did Hocus Pocus and got oomph alongside his Psycho.
Man, Hero's just scary sometimes. I know he's not good, but he's just scary, dude. I ain't about it.
What, are we having a standoff right now? What's going on, guys?
Ooh.
What are you doing? What is going on? Austin, do something!
Turn-based combat. Cody, go attack him. Austin will counterattack.
What are y'all looking for? What are you looking for? What are we waiting for?
This is scary.
You're letting it go the time! You fool! You let it go the time!
Oh, who's gonna win this? Oh, come on.
You let it go the time! Why? You're making our poor viewers suffer by watching you two just stand there do nothing!
Pyro is officially banished from PM.
What?
I have been banished from PM for not being super.
Wow, well that's kind of rude.
Yeah.
Alright, let's put this in. Hold on, let me see if I think
I could work this in.
BB is currently playing as Bayo. I think he would have liked Smash 4 considering he's going Sheik, Bayo, and Zero Suit.
Did it change on the stream? I put 1.
What's up?
Do I have to hit enter?
Update.
Oh, update. Ah, okay, there we go. See us. I'm learning how to use a stream setup. There we go. Oh, Cody goes for Wolf now. Interesting choice. He hasn't gone Wolf in a while. Usually he's a Snake Bayo player, but I've seen his Wolf. It's pretty good. Oh, goes for that Hatchet Man. Does not get it. And Wolf gets the Wolf combo. Gets the side B. Now we're seeing a little bit more aggression this time, and they better not let this go to time, because I'm going to be upset if they let it go to time. Goes for the Metal Slash, probably a top deck. If not, I wonder why he went for Metal Slash.
All right, update, BB won the next game.
Ooh, so now...
It was only 2-0 previously, so now it's 2-1. So, Dargan's still probably favored, but BB, regardless, making a very good performance.
Alright, so yeah, so that's our update. So that means, as of right now, it's 2-1 for Dargan versus BB, and Dargan's winning. And the winner of that match plays me, so that should be interesting. The fact that I make top 3, I'm honestly just impressed that I made top 3. Nice forward smash there by Austin, evening the stocks. Goes for bang, and Wolf just does not care, continues to do his thing, and gets the bear and kills him off the side. Now with a full healthy stock. Oh, gets the first hit, getting way more credit than he should be getting. Oh, he's got 45. Goes for the side B. Does not get punished. He has yet to get hit once, even after that missed side B. The sizzle misses the freaking dash attack. Uh-oh, Austin. You're gonna have to do something, buddy. You can't keep flopping around like this. Oh, gets the dash attack finally. Finally lands a hit. Still has accelerate, so it's a little hard to control himself a little bit. He's running around trying to pretend like he's Sonic, but he's purple and he's not a hedgehog. And he's not B2. Alright, Cody's getting those up airs. Oh, lands the side B, devastating damage. But it would be a little bit more impressive if he wasn't at stock down right now, but you know, still good damage. Oh, a little bit of a jump cut right there, but we're still in it. We still haven't lost the game yet. All right, he pulls out Bang. I'm surprised the Wolf isn't just going to sit there and reflect his commands. He almost fell into that forward smash. Forward tilt from Wolf. Another forward tilt, which probably is going to be the end of him. Oh, gets the zoom. Oh, almost missed the read on the zoom, but it doesn't matter because he just immediately up tilts and gets the kill. So now it's 1-1. Cody versus Austin. We'll see what Austin decides to do now. There we go. Now that I know how to operate that, that makes things a breeze. Matt, ain't that neat?
Programmed by our beautiful and lovely Pyro PM, who's also kind of toxic, kind of kicked me off. Makes me very sad.
Who is?
Interesting stage. Spear Pillar.
They went to Spear Pillar? What? Well, I mean, it is friendly, so technically they could go to Great Cave Offensive for all that we care, but, I mean, it says... No, please don't. We don't want to be sitting here all day. At least make it I'm okay with it with Spear Pillar, though. It's at least a decently competitive light stage. It's not the best, but it is decently competitive in terms of staying on the top. The only bad part about it is just the bottom. But that's just from a competitive side. From a normal stage point, this is a really cool stage. He grabs him in the middle of his up B, not giving a crap about it. Goes for the up B again, lands on the bottom. Oh, no. Hits him through the stage and taunts.
See why this is not a legal stage.
Gets the side B. Goes for up smash, misses. Very hard to miss that move, so I'm kind of disappointed in him. Goes for side B. Goes for forward smash, misses that. Grabs him out of his up B again, not giving a crap about it. Goes for up smash, gets blocked. Ike is, the counter misses, unfortunately, for Cody. He does back throw, which worked out because the guy the Ike doesn't know how to tech, apparently.
Hey, sometimes you miss one and then you can't really do anything about it.
Just grabs him again, up throws him, doesn't kill him. I would have gone for a back throw personally, and gets the up air and gets the kill.
Cresselia on stage. Alcana is still.
Yeah, Cresselia. I didn't even notice what you were like. What are you talking about Cresselia for? Oh, goes for the down throw, the up smash. Not really a combo, and somehow getting that jab. Very weird. Goes for side B, up close. Not a very smart decision, but we'll work with it. Goes for up smash again, and fails to punish that, and still somehow gets another forward smash. Man, I don't think these two are on their game today. Getting interesting kills going on right now.
It's interesting. Austin's playing with the Sideways Joy-Con, so I mean, this is some pretty competitive play for.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, then I give the Ike a little bit more credit for what he's doing right now. Not much, but a little. Now, if he was someone like Zay who does a single Joy-Con and plays Ice Climbers and knows how to desync.
Oh yeah, that's a little.
That is on another level. But I can still respect the single Joy-Con if you can do it. Don't know why you would make yourself suffer like that, but go for it.
If it works, don't stop.
Ooh, nice little combo there. Nair to bear. Classic eye combo. Goes there. Another classic eye combo. Nair to up air. It is the final stock, so it works. All right, guys. So I'm about to be going to do my match here soon. So
You can go ahead and get ready to play.
I am ready. I'm just commentating this match real quick. This very stellar match we got going on right now. going for cheese. Everyone's just going for the cheese right now. They're under. Oh! And it looks like Cody wins the match.
Are they going to stay on the bottom for this?
Or not. I guess we're not moving on. Not we were doing the last stock, but looks like Cody is not ready to give up, and neither is Austin. Austin going for that.
Oh!
Cody goes for the uppie again.
Run off the stage, bro.
Cody's refusing to run off the stage. He's has too much pride to let this go to waste.
Don't make me unplug you.
And any SDs. All right, y'all. I will be back, or actually, I'll be on stream, just not commentating, but physically on stream. So, catch you all in a bit.
This is best of time.
Yep.
This is loser classes. Jay, do you want to be on the commentary?
So you guys are going to get third and fourth? Third and fourth.
It's going to be third or second? Second or third.
Oh, second and third, okay. Wait, so the winner was Ben?
Ben's in winner's finals right now.
One of you is going to fight?
Yes. That's yes.
Wow, this is so confusing.
He's never been to a tournament. He's lost as hell. Mind blown. Mind blown. Wait, he's not the winner yet? Yep.
Raging Narwhal. He's got a lot of options, but he's got.
The mic is muted.
Bro.
You're talking into the muted mic?
I think.
You didn't realize.
I don't know. I thought red means recording, right?
No, red means it has power.
Oh.
All right, so we live. I think we are. I see it moving.
I
Okay.
think we're talking now.
So we have a run back from winners round 2, something like that. Early in bracket, they were I believe winners quarters. That's right. So Dargan was a 3 seed. Region Narwhal was a 6 seed. Region Narwhal wins a close 2-1.
That's a meteor.
But yeah. So quick stock from Dargan. I would say Dargan's probably favored. I'm not exactly sure how many their exact record, but I'm confident that Dargan's favored as he is a former member of the PR. Well, we don't really have a current PR, but he was. And then Region Narwhal's kind of been up there, but I wouldn't say he's like maybe. I mean, actually, after this, maybe next semester he'll get up there. All right, goes for the grab, and Patui is a huge tool. We saw that against Ben, and for this matchup probably as well. It's just one of the main things. A lot of those B moves with the long neck guy, the Patui. Wow, barely lives that. So you probably played both of these guys extreme, which is more annoying to fight.
I think I've played Dargan a few times online, so I don't really have much experience, but Raging Narwhal, he's not someone to sleep on. He's got a lot of characters he knows how to play, he knows matchups, and his plant, it's something you can't really play around with. You have to make sure you're not making careless moves and letting him get a setup where he can do a lot of damage.
And I mean, he has so many different characters, but I would definitely say, I said earlier that this was probably his second or third best. Maybe, considering how well he's doing, it's definitely up there. Maybe it's high peaks. I remember playing it in an Arcadian, and it actually surprised me. Because I know he has a Greninja, he has a few other characters like his Kirby. Those are probably the two that he's most known for. Also a Pokemon trainer probably, but
he's got a lot of
his plant's a nice pocket one because you don't see plant very often. We've seen maybe people play plant on release. Zim is a pretty good plant, but outside of that, you don't see plant too often here at this local level. But hey, gets the Patui and actually almost evens it up.
I will be leaving now.
Yoshi's, see you, BB. But yeah, BB, I think that was his fourth tournament, something like that.
Yeah.
Very good at run from him. Who doesn't quite get the a little bit of the Yoshi thing. He got a rising forward air instead of a falling one. There's a lot more lag because you have to go to the ground. So yeah, he got the hit, but he didn't quite get the confirm. You can either go for an up air or an out smash if they're low enough. Up air is typically a higher percent option. And yeah. Oh, gets the footstool, but hey, really good. Ooh, the ledge shenanigans going on here.
There he goes.
That was insane.
Game one.
Yeah. So, plant down air is not the best spike, but I mean, if you catch Yoshi out of a jump, then that'll be enough. Good tech from Dargan. Yeah, close game. I haven't seen Raging Narwhal get destroyed by anyone. And that's really impressive. Like there's people that I would say on paper are definitely a lot more consistent, but I mean considering how many characters he can go, he's doing very well. So I'm very impressed with him.
He's got a lot of local tournament wins recently, which they were smaller and didn't have the high caliber players we usually have on weeklies from Fridays, but nonetheless they're wins.
Yeah, and he was a little dejected yesterday after nearly losing in the round robin to Cole, who was actually pallmates with BB. But I think his mentality is a lot more solid today. And I think, and last week he still had a okay performance. I believe he either got his seed or one below. But definitely being the 6th seed and getting top 3, that's definitely a great performance. And I think he's played me in this matchup. I would say Dargan definitely probably more solid in this matchup. I know him and Mifa are teammates a lot of the times, Dargan and Mifa, and sometimes they'll go double plant. So he's at least familiar with the character, probably more than I am. So we'll probably see Dargan a little more comfortable, and goes for the I think that's a forward air. Probably one of Plant's better ranged aerials at least. Of course he has his long stretchy neck. I think that's a side B or something. Yeah, that one. And I think a lot of people have been landing and hoping that he's going to release it, but he just kind of keeps it and catches an air dodge. So he's been using that a lot. And it has armor on the startup and a little bit tricky to control sometimes. I bet it's kind of like the Lucario.
Oh yeah, Lucario's that one.
Where it's sometimes you're kind of moving and you try to drift a little bit and you overdrift or something like that.
Yeah, if you angle it bad, it's deadly. But
and I will say, Plant's a pretty good combo weight. For Yoshi, it just feels like with the forward tilt, up tilt, and up air, even if someone trades, he's getting damage and he's about to lap him. And try to use the Tennessee platform to kind of hop off of it, and he tries to do and there he got the landing forward air into the up air. And he tried to go for he always tells me about this, where it's the goes for a falling up air. Very smart, man. Okay,
He's still alive.
Yeah,
he's still alive.
He's just going for the rising Batui. Sometimes he goes for the arc, but honestly, sometimes just putting it up above you works as well. But yeah, earlier he went for the falling down air off stage. He tries to fastball it and avoid the last hit because it kind of leaves him down there. I don't think it's going to work super well against Plant. And goes for the down B, puts it out there, not quite enough. But yeah, Dargan has a lot of tricks. He's definitely experienced. And even coming in, he already heard about our tournaments, and I knew he was solid back in Smash 4. He immediately started getting good results. Not quite to where he is now, but eventually, after a few weeks, he was getting some real solid. And he maybe could have up-beat back. I mean, that was a very tough position for him either way, so you can't feel too bad of an SD like that.
Yeah.
You never want to SD, but considering it was a low percent 2 stock, you kind of have to move on from that. So he, I know he's chosen FD against.
Oh, Spear Pillar.
I know he's chosen FD against Pac-Man. I wonder if he doesn't feel quite as confident using FD. I think Yoshi has great aerial drift. That's his main thing. He can just kind of jump around. Use all
he's
these
pulling out Lucario.
Yeah, and I mean, well, this is the matchup that you and I played before, so maybe we'll have some good insight. I know. Aurasphere is a pretty strong move.
Yes, definitely.
Catching Yoshi's landings is something very important. Where a lot of times, sometimes we might be greedy and go for a a down air or something like approaching, and Lucario just gets out of the way and just punishes real hard. So I think Dargan's a little bit more experienced and disciplined than I am, so he gets a tech chase. Maybe a little bit overextends, but he gets back, you know. Yoshi has enough mix-ups to where he's not always just going to be, you know, in trouble. And he gets the landing forward air into up air.
So now, if I remember correctly, Lucario has a 30% aura gain rate, so for every 10% he gets, he'll actually be more like 13, which once it gets to higher percentages, that adds up a lot, especially when he gets down to 2 stocks. So he has a little bit more aura now, can deal a lot more damaging options.
And Vinny is real consistent with the B-reverse Nutra-B. I mean, that's a really good option. Just really keeps it honest. And I know Raging Narwhal's, he gets a little bit of a B-reverse Aura Sphere himself. I know sometimes putting your back to your opponent and using Aura Sphere can sometimes halt their approaches because they kind of just go into it. And he puts out the egg not to overextend, because sometimes the Lucario's counter can be very intimidating sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's not always based off a knockback. It's based off of aura, right?
Yes, it's based off aura. So not necessarily the range, but it does do a lot more damage the higher.
And misses the forward air, but gets the nair off stage. That's real solid. And gets the back air. You know, he's not quite as strong as he could be if he were at like a high percent or something. But you know, we'll still see him probably in a stronger state than he would be earlier in the game.
Yeah.
So definitely not over. Lucario has one of the best comeback games in the game, pretty much.
Definitely.
And misses the combo throw and doesn't want to get the tech chase. I think it's just kind of rough.
Yeah, down throw is very, very risky with that. Up throw is usually a much safer bet, but sometimes down throw has its uses.
Oh,
he got him.
I probably got the tip of his tail or something. Ooh, approaching with the Nutra-B. That's something kind of risky, but hey, if you're up a stock, I guess you can do it. And tries to go for a down air, maybe to drag him down and maybe get him the air dodge to try to tech.
Lucario is definitely at max aura now. And there he goes. That's it. Under the final stock.
And this is far from over. It's looking good for Dargan. Maybe could have gone a back air earlier, but you got to really watch out.
And that
gets a down air out of his stun, and that works. A little bit of a mix-up, and hey, good run from Raging Narwhal. And we have a classic Dargan and Ben.
And he is now here.
Well, that's what it is. He made a good run.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I completely fell off that whole entire match. I won, literally second round, I fought him and I 2-0'd him, or 2-1 him, and I just felt completely off. I felt off.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. So coming up is going to be Ben versus Dargan.
All right, Ben, grand finals. So we've had a little bit of a long night tonight. Bracket for doubles, we started it later to have more people, and honestly, we probably should have done it normal starting time from last week. Really good sets, but it pushes back a little bit. But I mean, hey, if you guys have ever been to a Liberty Smash Weekly, you might have heard of the legend of Dorm Grands, where pretty much we are kicked out of DeMoss because it's
Dorm Grands.
Because of being midnight and having some slower placed players, of course, and a lot of people with not enough setups. Thankfully, we got enough and small enough to where we can get through it. But hey, this could be this might not be a short one. I think Dargan has taken sets off of Ben before. I remember Dargan, he was so sad that he threw a Galaga into a forward air spike on Ben, and somehow we lost the footage.
Should be good now.
And he was very sad, but I think he'll have other opportunities here. Ben, looking a little bit, he's not untouchable. I think he had a very, very close set with Sash. That Sash tragically SD'd. Ben still might have won, but it was still very, very close. The thing with Yoshi, he doesn't have a reflector. I think that's something that really keeps Ben accountable, because you reflect his fruit and the hydrant, and especially with Falco, he kicks it out and he does damage to the hydrant. I think somewhere in the teens of percent to get it knocked over, and so the shine can add up, and a lot of times Ben's going to go for a double aerial to try to kick the hydrant forward. And Yoshi can jump over it, but sometimes that gives Ben the chance to get underneath and go for that. So we'll probably see a lot of, small strings here and there. We're not going to see a ton of combos. We might see some up tilt up air type of stuff here and there with Yoshi, but he might just try to fish for back airs. Back airs is a pretty solid move. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but has a surprising amount of knockback. So it really keeps people honest. And also, tip out there, don't die up against Yoshi up air. You will die at 110. So watch out for that.
All right. Take notes.
But yeah, so Darkin coming from loser side. Lost pretty early to Raging Narwhal, but has made a great losers run. Definitely not an easy losers run. I believe he had to play. He just beat BB in losers semis, and before that he beat Sash, and who went very close with Ben. And I'm pretty sure he had someone else before that. Blitz. Okay. The other side, I guess Fushi and Descalay in losers top 8 was a little bit more challenging.
JJ Sauce.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Raging Narwhal. So, okay.
Why you call me Mr. Raging Narwhal?
Of course. We're professional here, of course.
The Mr.
Yeah.
Narwhal PhD.
Gotcha. All right, and goes for a landing forward air to bounce the hydrant. I think that might be his main strategy, using aerials to bounce the hydrant over. And as I say that, he just does a little egg roll over there. And yeah, forward air into rising air. That's a real solid, just way to rack up damage. Gets the Galaxian, Galaga, whatever you want to call it. The reverse neutral beat. We saw that last set, and Ben automatically adapting right afterwards. So you see something that may not be always in the caliber of players right below this. And dash attack, very interesting move. It's something to where it has a lot of little hits and very low lag at the end. Typically, dash attack is like, okay, I'm gonna punish that for free. But you really have to watch out for that. Yeah, jab, down B is sometimes true, sometimes not, and they're off screen doing God knows what. All right, and maybe tries to mix up landing with a forward air. Ben gets out of the way. Let's see, side B. Maybe could have gone for an up air there. But I guess he just didn't expect Ben to go quite that low. He probably expected Ben to go shorter. And bouncing hydrant just kind of goes straight through him. Yeah, tries to go for bounces off the trampoline. Yeah, it's just very challenging to try to get around the up B. But he does get the Nair. Yoshi Nair. Good move, let me tell you. And he's going to try to go for a throw on the bell into a forward smash, up smash, back air. Probably not back air this percent, but yeah. Hydrant. Have you had the privilege of playing against Ben yet, Extreme?
I have. I've played a few friendlies against him.
Hydrant.
You don't want to play around with it.
Yeah, I think that was a forward air into bell, so very solid. That's something that I haven't really seen him do a ton. I know he does it out of shields or just out of standing, like out of a dash dance, but doing it out of a forward air, very smart. And he throws the key through the hydrant. It goes for a jab. Yeah, key is enough to break the threshold for hydrant. Air dodge straight through. That was very brave. Yeah, goes for a back air. Yeah, back air and a forward air. Sometimes works with the DIN, but Ben, why would you DIN if you're at 50? Yeah, I think we can hear Ben where there's a few things here and there that he forgets about. And I think there's still some rust. Ben is doing solid, but even really solid players that have good resumes, they can have rust, especially after a very long time.
Especially. It's been almost a year since real offline.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Yeah, it is nice. He gets a random footstool into back air, and back air barely kills. All right. And he gets the back air. Back air is something that can kill at later percents. Sometimes he barely gets a range of smash. Sometimes he gets a little hesitant of what he wants to do. Sometimes he'll try to go for a back air is more consistent, but smash attacks are a lot stronger. So it looks like what he did played off, and goes for an approaching jab and actually gets some damage. And Pac-Man Nair, very good option. Out of shield, approaching, it's just very solid. He gets the down air. Yeah, Pac-Man, for having a lot of items, he has some really good aerials. Like it's insane. Like he can do a double forward air out of short hop, forward air, up air, back air is very strong. up air maybe is less used one, but still very good. Do you know about Pac-Man and Smash 4 at all?
No, I did not.
Okay, so his grab was notoriously bad.
Oh
my gosh! Okay.
We have a legit sudden death.
Oh my gosh. So we're going to do a one-stop 3-minute. That was insane. So we saw that earlier with Raging Narwhal and Ben, where they both did attack into the trampoline, and they both go into special fall. And that was last stock this time. So, oh my gosh. Do you guys want to set it to 3 minutes, or are you just going to SD twice? Yeah, okay. I think just to be official, they're going to do a one-stock 3 minutes thing here. Make sure hazard's off. Yeah, you don't see this very often. You maybe see this like once every few months in a random compilation out there. So, you know, the thing is with hits when they or moves when they hit the trampoline, they change the color of it. And once it gets red, if you touch the red, you go into special color, into helpless. So with a multi-move down there like Kirby, which happened earlier with Raging Narwhal, or Yoshi, it's going to go very easily. And I think he was probably trying to do a drag down, maybe not even over the trampoline, but he gets it. And you know, if one of them was a fast faller, one of them might have lost off of that, but they fall pretty equally slow. So it was the exact same time. Maybe there's a few milliseconds, but the game says tie, so that's what we're going off of. All right. So we're going off of game 1.5. 1.75 maybe, because this is the 4 stock out of the 3 thing. I don't really know. All right.
You have some apt intense music.
Ooh, man, whiffs a few things here and there, but yeah. So Pac-Man grab out. Oh my gosh! You gotta be kidding me! This is so scuffed. Oh my gosh. Okay, as I was trying to say, Pac-Man's grab was notoriously bad. It had like little specks of the grab and a lot of dead zones. But in this game, it was buffed a lot. So it can catch spot dodges and is very good. Back throw can kill. Sometimes you can go for some combo throws at a low percent. And, you know, back throw to charge fruit and to try to edge guard. That's a common thing that Ben does. All right. You know, we don't make rule sets very often because we just keep the same ones over and over. So can't blame them too much. All right. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. This is why we stream, you know, for moments like these. It's fun stuff. All right.
Oh yeah.
So.
All right.
Very interesting grand final set already.
Yeah.
I got the first game.
So we're probably gonna see Dargan go for some jump into egg. I a lot of times do go for like a standing egg throw, but it's cool the way he does it is like he kind of follows the egg, and if they get hit, he gets a falling up air, or he gets a or like if they don't get hit, he can sometimes mix up their shield and do some stuff. Ooh, doesn't get the spike hitbox. Probably wouldn't kill either way, but all right, and gets the down B. Very solid. Some jab mix-ups here and there. Oh my gosh, he almost died out of that. Ooh, yeah, up tilt into up air sometimes works. He might not have been quick enough, I'm not sure. Or maybe not enough hit stun. All right, yeah, tries to go with the forward air, but I guess the forward air wasn't enough to hit it. He probably wants to do maybe like a jab or a forward tilt, and goes for the landing forward air into the double jump up air. All right, now switch back to 3 stocks. That was...
After roughly 3 games, we finally have decided the first game.
Now, Dargan was the one that initiated the down air into the trampoline, so I guess this was part of his strategy. I think he knew that he didn't want to mess with all this, and he just wants to do 1 stock. And it looks like it worked out. So hopefully it doesn't happen 6 more times, or 5 more times if he... However, I don't know. Technically, it could happen 9 more times.
Yeah,
this is just something where it's always possible, but very improbable. But with a sandbox fighter like this, you never know what might happen. Yeah. So the water can be very pesky in terms of relocating people. Sometimes Pac-Man will drop an item and send it flying. Sometimes, you know, Yoshi almost died from that. That would have been very anticlimactic. They're out of shield. That's something that both these characters have. And landing on top of the hydrant is sometimes, it's kind of cool, but you probably don't mean to do it most of the time. And that side B is very difficult. You know, I know certain characters have pretty good spikes if you aim for the little fruit at the beginning, but it's kind of hard to go for. And Yoshi his forward air is good, but you know, sometimes you have to kind of read it. And doesn't quite overextend. But yeah, and tries to go for a down tilt, very quick move, low lag to sometimes send into a tech chase situation or a jab reset, and goes for the recatch on the bell, but I think he gets it. He might have already done that. Ooh, I think either that was a DI out on the down B, or that was just a bad hit of it. And that I don't think that would have killed, but landing on the hydrant actually messed up him getting the strong hit. Gets the falling back air, but good DI from Ben, or at least not bad DI. And something that you might see on hydrant is a smash tag is good to get rid of it in one hit, but a lot of times Ben wants that and you'll be in a lot of lag. And gets the jump read on the up air. Yoshi up air, very good. It's pretty solid, especially with his drift. Sometimes you can just read someone's air dodge and just drift with them. And gets the we almost had it again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he got the bell throw into forward smash. Yeah. And the thing is, you know, if you ever play Rivals of Aether, there's this character called Raster. He has something called a slipstream. And this is something where it's kind of similar to Pac-Man, where if you don't have the hydrant out, you're probably going to throw it immediately. And so, yeah, and so Dargan's playing pretty aggressive to get rid of the hydrant, but the thing is, Ben is probably just going to get a few hits that put the hydrant right back down. See, there we go. I wonder if people will do stats if there's more time where the hydrant isn't on the stage or more time where it is. I bet it's probably more with it on the stage, which means Ben's got to love the hydrant. Yeah. He sometimes posts waifu pics of Hydrant Sean or whatever.
It's Bunsui.
Yeah, there we go.
Packard is a very strange place.
And Ben is not typically that kind of person, but I guess for this character, he goes for that. And goes for the forward smash. His smash attacks are very strong. Like, he doesn't go for down smash very often, but he definitely can get up smash and forward smash and can kill very low percents, even against a heavy character like Yoshi. And yeah, down B is a solid option. Sometimes the stars can kind of make it hard to punish. But yeah, ooh, the apple is a very strong one. It's one of the earlier fruits, so some people sometimes kind of like underestimate it. But it has a pretty particular angle that can surprise people. And Ben has a pretty solid lead, about to lap Dargan. And maybe could have gone for a nair out of shield against the forward air, but he's still doing good. The thing is, like, Dargan's just not really able to get a ton going. Like, okay, you might see something here, but the thing is, Pac-Man is just able to get back. And he even has a hitbox on his B. That makes it even more challenging. And gets either the first or second hit of back air into a jump read up air. So it's not over yet. I think Ben's just really going to try to play it patient. He maybe doesn't want the hydrant there. I'm not sure. Well, it's gone now, so he might ledge jump and do a. Okay, I expected him to do a ledge jump into a hydrant, but I guess he's playing a little more conservative. He's just wanting that bell. He gets one recatch and puts the hydrant down to charge some more. You might see this sometimes with Steve, where he puts up a block to mine. That's kind of a similar process where, like, it's not always about being aggro. And he somehow gets the landing on top of the hydrant. I don't think that technically counts as a hit, so the hydrant kind of stays there. It's very strange. A lot of weird interactions here. And gets the up air. Avoids the landing there. Maybe could have gone for a read. Ooh. Yeah. And Yoshi forward tilt, a very good combo move. His tilts like that are very solid in terms of leading into things like an up air, sometimes a air dodge read. And gets a back throw, but Yoshi, he's a big boy, and actually uses the egg to recover on stage. Now that's something where the ledge is safe, but you also have to get back on stage. So okay, maybe he goes for the ledge jump a little too early. I wonder, one thing that I've seen Yoshis do is they use down B to get onto the ledge. He doesn't quite do that. Playing very safe. Ooh.
Oh, this might be it. Oh,
yeah, and the thing
water
is, like,
saves them.
it's good for getting low percents if you can read it, but sometimes at the high percents, there's just so much time to whether they mash or don't mash. And it's just really tricky. And he jumps over the hydrant, pretty smart. Wants to play safe.
Oh, I threw that so hard. Ah.
I imagine Yoshi didn't mean to go for the side B, but then throws in return and somehow lives to 184 and gets the up air. So, pretty solid from Dargan. These two probably haven't played in a while. They might have played online, but in person, I can't remember the last time. It's probably been a year. So it's, as they say, a real slobber knocker. It's, means good set in the dictionary. That's exactly what it means. Not quite, but yeah. I've also heard the term barn burner. That's a Hugs 86 special. This is a real barn burner. A real, what's another one? Synonym for good set.
Gear turner, I don't know.
Gear turner. This will grind my. Look, that's a negative thing. Grind my gears. Let's not get too deep down that euphemism trail, but all right. And so we have Northern Cave, kind of like Kalos, but a little bit different, a little bit edgy. Kalos is the PG version. This is the PG-13 version.
Wholesome walled Kalos versus edgy Northern Cave.
Thank you. And this is one thing where there are platforms on the side, but it's kind of like empty in the middle. So one thing that I like this stage because of the platforms, but like sometimes without middle platforms, it's easy to catch landings. So that's one thing that's kind of a trade-off. Platforms are good to go off of. You can help recover, but also in the middle, it might be not the best. So maybe, and also a little bit of a bigger stage.
Yeah.
So maybe something that Ben wants to go for.
And then also on this stage, compared to Kalos, the platforms are actually lower, so that it makes it easier if Ben wants to camp on a platform. It'd be a lot easier because it's lower to the ground.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know the dimensions. Yeah, a little bit late on the forward air, but doesn't get punished. It actually goes into better position. Sometimes you can bait out your opponent, getting a either trying to counterattack or doing an evasive move, or think that they're safe and actually counterattack them. And all right, goes for the throw out of shield. That's something that some characters have, and very silly interaction there. I wonder why he puts a hydrant there. I feel like it might be just a safe type of thing where you just want to get back on stage, but it's probably not something he can use very well. And Dargan catches it. He gets another hit. And I know sometimes you can go for a rising egg into a double jump option. He just plays it safe and doesn't get gets the last hit, so it doesn't kind of do like a semi spike or like a drag down, whatever you want to call it. And Ben with the landing aerial gets out of it. He maybe could have died. But yeah, he goes for a turnaround out of shield. A little bit of a tricky option if you're not super comfortable with it. But Ben, the veteran of his character, he played Pac-Man in Smash 4, and I think he played Pac-Man very early into Ultimate, and it's been very solid with him. He was actually a Link main in Smash 4. Also played a little bit of Wii Fit, which he can still play those characters a bit, but definitely Pac-Man being better in this game has assisted him in his rise to LU stardom, as some might say. But yeah, tries to go for the landing forward air. You know, it may not be a into an up air at this percent, but it gets the down air off the top. That's one of the silliest kills. You know, it's a very silly aerial with how much damage you get. It's hard not to throw out down airs all the time, I must say. It's very tempting. It's like, I could do an air and get like 6% or whatever. Or I could get a down air and get like 30. That's like a fourth of a stock, man. I just want to do that. And you can cross up so much, you can make them drop shield too early. And we probably see a back throw into charged fruits. Yep, what I tell you. And uses the egg to actually go above the platform. Make Ben think that he is going onto the platform but actually gets center stage. And a little bit of skipping. And he uses the forward air on the hydrant. Yeah, maybe tries to go for an up air. The thing is, a lot of these things are just going to end up being like 1 or 2 hit streams. They're not going to go for a ton. And he actually, he might go for stuff, but gets the hydrant out of his stun. Kind of similar to what we might see out of a plant of a Patooie out of his stun. Something if you think your opponent's going to overextend, just throw it out. A little bit like a stall and fall, but less risk, I would say, because something like a Yoshi down B, or like maybe an Ike Crom up B, something like that. A Kirby down B, stuff like that, where it's like high risk, medium reward. But with Hydrant, it's actually pretty low risk because, like, okay, what are they going to do? Avoid it or hit it? You're going to be safe either way. It's hard to read it. So tries to go for the up air, barely avoids that from Ben. Yeah, he goes for the dash attack into forward tilt. That's something he goes for a lot. And yep, he's setting up his little camp and trying to get some good items. And gets the he does a no fast fall back air to maybe think that he made Ben think that he was going to fast fall and not get the hits. And they're just hanging out up there, I gotta say. And Lanier out of shield, very solid option for Ben. And they are talking to each other mid-game. You don't always see this, but these two are very, very cheery folk, I must say. Very friendly. Maybe not in-game, but out-of-game. Very nice gentleman, I must say. And uses the trampoline to do a not as high jump. Yoshi's double jump is very, very tall, but using the trampoline, he actually gets to ledge. So pretty smart option there. It goes for the orange, I think is what it's called, something like that. It is orange, so I'm gonna call it that
as well.
Yeah, goes for the back air into Nair. But the thing is, if you do a rising Nair, it has a big hitbox, but if they space around it, you have a lot of lag. All right, yeah, he's probably going for a key. The key will break the Hydrant and get a lot of damage. Pretty even in percent, but Ben has an extra stock in tow, but not anymore. The Hydrant bounces, it hits him in the face. And we've seen Dargan have some deficits, but still make it back before, so certainly not out of it. And they are talking to each other. Let me tell you, talk to him. And yeah, he tries to go for the neutral B into down air. It's a quick 30+% if you can get it. But the positioning didn't quite work so well. Maybe that's why he landed it, because he didn't expect him to go for it. Only got 8% for it. Goes to the Nair out of shield, but then he gets the shield out in time. And the down air is a solid option. You can use it for edge guarding to get down. Somehow avoids it. I don't know how Benny's alive right now, frankly. He avoided an apple. Yeah.
There we go.
Probably both the back air and the Hydrant individually would have killed him, but both will definitely secure it.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out there.
All right, games man, good run today.
See you later.
See ya. Mr. Narwhal has left the building.
Yeah. All right, respect here. Gotta love it. I think Northern Cave is the better colors. And
I really like Northern Cave. I do. I like them.
yeah. So there's been a lot of debates with rule sets. We've been using what Virginia Tech uses because they're our brethren to the west. But some people kind of have hot takes here and there. I think it's fine. If we have more consistent tournaments, we can figure it out. But for right now, stages play a little bit of a part, but stages are probably not going to change the game too much. But it's more about stage picks individually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to see some platform play, Pac-Man trying to get away. Because if you're on a platform, yeah, your opponent can kind of be underneath and shark you, but sometimes you can read what they're doing and counterattack and just be higher and get a drop on them. And gets a forward tilt. Not a lot of damage there, but sometimes it's all just about nickeling and diming until you can get a string or a kill confirm with a belt. Yeah, goes for a jump nair from ledge. It's really good because it comes out pretty fast. That's why it's a good out of shield option. Maybe could have gone for an up air there out of the single hit of back air. But yeah. Gets technically the sour hit of forward air, but that's not weak, let me tell you. Sometimes you actually prefer to go for that because you don't want to spike your opponent onto the stage at 180. You would rather kill him off the side. So all about how you use it. And yeah, so Pac-Man being known for being a projectile character and Yoshi eggs maybe not being amazing, but they're enough to make your opponent frustrated and just get a little damage here and there. And yeah, you'll see Ben do things like he'll throw an item, re-catch it, and sometimes charge it more. That's a nice little mix-up because an apple that almost kills Yoshi pretty heavy, but that's a mix-up he does a lot. So Vinny's actually winning this game and is up in the set. What do you think some of the key things he's been doing to help him get ahead of Ben?
I don't have too much experience, so it's hard for me to tell, but I can tell that definitely being more careful with the Galaga, because sometimes he would shield and he'd be safe, then he'd jump up and the Galaga would come up and hit him, and that'd give Ben an opportunity to follow up. So I think being more careful with just watching what projectile he's mixed up with, or one that just keeps him. So I'd say just watch the projectiles more, which I think he of course he is.
Yeah,
he's on top of keeping the hydrant.
Yeah, he's not always staying out of risk, but like he's doing well enough where it's not like where you might see someone play him Ben round 1 and they're not even getting through to like playing Ben really. They're just, oh my gosh. As I say that, he kind of gets pwned there. To use some old lingo. Somehow catches the strawberry with the tip of his nose probably. But yeah. So other people they lose to Ben because of just Pac-Man things they don't know about. You can call them maybe noob slayers, or pretty much things like key breaking hydrants, bell setups. They don't know what bell does or the angle that it goes, or that can be caught again like that, which still might work in grand finals of our tournaments. But things like that, to where Vinny's doing solid enough, but occasionally there's mix-ups that Ben will use that will help him do that. And goes for the up tilt trade, but still in a favorable position. Actually gets the Galaga last hit into an aerial. Yeah, I kind of saw that neutral be coming, I must say. Ben probably could have just kept his distance. And yeah, we're skipping around a little bit, but we're hanging in there. Yeah, maybe could have kept his distance, charged some fruits. But all right, well, Ben's actually doing very well. Dargan was winning earlier in this game, but he has a decent percent lead, and gets the Nair with the water to kind of get some stage control. Yeah. All right, and he's going for a forward air, pretty solid option. Tries to go for the up air at the top. With being that close, he might have killed. I'm not sure. Pac-Man, kind of a midweight, not super heavy. Goes for an up air just to kind of get some damage, charge some fruit. Let's see. And yeah, he's going for. He tried to go for a grab, doesn't quite get enough range. And he's probably going to go for a bell here. Yep, and he goes for bell into forward smash. Solid performance from Ben. We have set 5, or not set 5, game 5, set 1.
Maybe a set 2.
So this could be a reverse 3-0. We're kind of like a reverse. It was technically with the whole tie break thing. It's very convoluted. I'll just report it normally, but I think the details of the set are very interesting because a lot of times with a tie, you give each person 1 point. So is this actually 3-3 right now? I mean, we don't know. Like, it's very nondescript. Okay, goes back to town. Okay. No, Ben, you have so much to live for, man. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, they probably picked the wrong one to have pause off because you never know if you're mashing and accidentally press that button, you have to forfeit a stop.
Yeah.
So, wow. Vinny resets the bracket. Very solid. JV3.